Ladies and gentlemen, hello. How are you all doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing good. Uh, where is Shane? I'm here. I just had to wait for I don't like starting when my StreamYard goes on because sometimes people miss some of the conversation when my YouTube goes on. But thank you all. And I'm going to run down through the names like I always do, but I'm going to catch a few of these comments that's going down through there because some of them were comical as hell. Been sitting here trying to eat some dinner and read them. And all right, Kay, I will. Matter of fact, I'll go do it right now because I don't want to miss it, and I will forward it right to her if it is through already. I don't. There it is. Hang on a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll give me just a second, I got to forward a message. All right, it is forwarded. Anyway, let me run back up here and I'll catch everybody. All right, KN, hello. Red, hello. I gotta say hello to myself. I've commented. Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. It's good to see everybody, but I don't like to say the same thing over and over and over. Let's see. Yeah, Red, one of your comments. Monday morning, rolling out of bed is easy. Getting up off the floor is another story. That is friggin' hilarious. I sat here giggled on that for about 2.5 minutes. If Monday had a face, I would punch it all the way back to, or all the way into next week. Some of that is funny. I like that. Let's see. Tanya Burns, hello. Betty Blackwalder. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Professor Walker or Falcon, son of a gun. This is going to be a long night if I can't learn to speak any better than this. Al Bundy, hello. Liz, hello, doll. How are you? Betty Blackwalder is still eating popcorn. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Linda Clay, hello. Paula Work, Kathy E. That's my God. Justin TV, hello. All right, yeah, Kate, I got it and I forwarded it, so I would not screw that up again. I thought at one time I seen it, but there ain't no telling. Something happened, probably me and pushing the wrong buttons, but I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere for it. So I was like, I don't think I got it, but I may have. So I apologize. I make big errors at times. So, Meemaw Patriot, always good to see you. Cool Gamer, good to see you. Kaiser Sose. Love that name still to this day. Great movie. Don't like the actor, Kevin Spacey. He's eerie, but I love the show. And it was funny how he did it. I was sitting around yesterday and got bored and pulled up a Leslie Nielsen movie, and all his are silly as hell, but he's one of my favorite actors because of the silliness. And it had a little part in there from Kaiser Sose, that movie, or whatever it was, and he went by Kaiser Sose, and I just giggled my butt off. But anyway, Hebrew Hammer, Quilt R, hello, good to see you. Let's see. Zaza. God, if I miss anybody, please put something back in there and I'll try to catch you again. TV, Sharon Whitmore. Mary Freeland. Let's see. Granny Jack 52. How are you? Yeah, Justin, I might let you come up real early. I don't know how long I'll let you stay. I do got some people that's invited. I don't know when they'll show up, but yeah, I don't mind. If you got something you would like to visit about for a second, I don't mind that a bit. I seen somebody I didn't want to miss too. Chris Gilbert. Hello. Cindy Fuller Stevens. Hello. Okay, I think I got everybody. Let me go make sure I'm not missing anybody real quick. I thought I missed one I wanted to say hello to. My God. 95 in the room already. It gets real tough when there's that many and there's a few chatting. You get much over 50 or 60 and it's hard to keep up. But I'm not complaining. It's a beautiful sight. Now, Justin, if you want to pop up here for a minute and you got something you want to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and ask Red to drop a link for you. Sharon Smith, hello. So if you got something you want to bring up and think it's worthwhile bringing up, hey, get on up here. Let's get it out of the way and we'll go from there. I don't mind. Okay, Red has dropped the link for you. And everybody that's either in the chat or lurking, thank you all for showing up. Like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, this show would not be on the air because I would just shut it down if no one wanted to watch. I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. Hell, I can do that without even starting up a show. Hang on a second. Excuse me? I said I'm not leaving yet. Oh, okay. Anyway, the link is dropped for you there, Justin. So, did anybody hear anything interesting today? I can bring up a few things I did discuss with a couple people today. I made some calls and try to do some background, and it's interesting, but I ain't going to say it's a fact by no means. Speculation at best. And that's why I named the show it did. Controversial, maybe speculation. Hell, who knows? Margaret Egner, hello. Well, thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that. Just a second, Justin, I'll bring you right in. Just give me just half a second. Donna R, hello. No, Margaret Egner, that is a thank you. Very humbling. You heard Professor Falcon. I heard Biden was still an idiot. I think you heard correctly. Yeah, Cindy, I hope you're doing well. I hope your recovery is going great. I hope you recover faster than what's proposed. I'm going to bring Justin on up. Let's see what this young man has to say. And we'll just go from there. Justin,
yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Doing good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Thank you for letting me come up.
I'll let you come up the easy part.
A Marvel Entertainment, they're doing a on their channel. It's called Marvel Entertainment. They're doing a red carpet. They're doing a red carpet live stream right now. Huh. Yeah. Okay. On the Marvel Entertainment channel. Huh. That's their YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's like a red carpet live thing.
All right.
The world premiere of Ant-Man Quadrimania. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get into a whole lot of them. No offense. I mean, I my brother does. Everybody I know does. I'm just not that way, but I try. Yeah. On my Sundays when I have nothing to do, or one of my days off, I have nothing to do. I will go look at a few videos, movies. Usually watch a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the older shows. That's
Mm-hmm.
just something I can hit on YouTube. That way I can hit pause. I can go do my thing. I don't get into the whole bunch of the newest releases. Now I can turn on my TV and do that, through, Roku or any of them, but I just don't do it. It's just because I know damn good and well if I do it, I'll be stuck in front of the TV all day long and not get nothing done. Wyatt Earp,
Yeah.
hello. Hang on just a second, if you would, please. Jim
Mm-hmm.
Boswell, hello. Sharon Mercer, Sheila Havner, Wyatt, like I said, hello. Carol Z, welcome in. All right, go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I'm
Good,
still
good,
stuck
good.
at 24 followers still.
Stuck at
Mhm.
24.
Yeah.
Well, what nights you on? Or do you have a set schedule?
I just posted videos yesterday. Yeah.
Does anybody know they're coming out?
Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know why they don't like my channel for some reason.
They may not know you're coming out.
Yeah.
James, hello, and hey, shits my pants. Hello, you, Bill State National.
And don't forget to follow me too. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's always a good thing. Like I said, you gotta start putting out some kind of notification.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, but I need to try to put on notifications on my channel.
Bill State National. If you'll hang around a little bit, he may show up, and I'll try to get you two hooked up.
Yeah, I don't know how the notification works on my channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does tend to happen. Uh, Z-Man, how you doing? I see you out there. Hope you're doing
I
well.
want to. How do you get the notifications on your channel?
Well, the notifications on your channel, people have to subscribe. But then, just ask them to share it out, or just if you want to put it out. Let's say you're to come on what's today, Monday. Let's say you're going to come out on Thursday. Okay, put it
Mm-hmm.
out when you get off of here tonight. Put it out tonight that you're going to be coming on. That gives people 4 days to find you, and they can go back and look at your old stuff. And if they like it, they'll show up. You can't force somebody to show up to your show. People that want to be there
Okay.
will be there. Yeah, you just put
Okay.
out a notification and hope for the best. That's all I can do.
Yep.
Um, it's
Yeah.
it's it, be consistent. I want to tell you, right now, the biggest thing anybody can do on any channel, in my opinion, is be consistent. So people know any day or night that they know you're on, it's going to be the same damn time, and you're going to be really close to the time you set. Within a minute or two. And
Just
I'm
like
going to
if
tell
I
you,
do.
that's like being to work. If you go to a job, you have to be there on time. And if you're not there on time, they're going to get rid of you. Well, it's the same thing viewers are going to do. They want you there on time.
Yeah, like if I do in a video or something like that, I just put notification right there.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
absolutely, absolutely. And that's all you
mm,
can do. I mean, and then just see where it goes from there.
mhm, mhm.
Yep. So that's all we can do.
Yeah, typically you just have to set up the bell notifications on your channel. Mhm,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the people that subscribe. They're the only ones that can do that. So
mhm.
so
I
you
don't
know.
even have a bell on my channel. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But that's up to the subscribers. It's not up to you.
Mhm.
Uh, Anybody hit subscribe, they have a chance to hit the notifications or not. That's on them.
Okay.
So don't fret about that. And like I said, if they want the notification, they'll get it.
Mhm.
Uh, I will.
Yeah, I'll get.
Digital Hawk, hello.
Yeah, I'll get there, but it takes time.
Oh, absolutely. It takes time. Trust me. It took me a long time to grow too because, it takes a while for people to find you. And it just
Mm-hmm.
takes people a while to find your content and the ones that enjoy it. I want to tell you somebody that would enjoy everything you put out pretty much is you need to get your butt over there on Twitch. It's a gaming channel, but I'm going to tell you what, they have great shows over there. I've watched some that are just phenomenal. And I thought about going ahead and streaming mine over there because I'm on Twitch because of my nephew. I thought about trying to stream mine over there too because there's some great people that come up with Twitch. Hang on a second. Digital Hawk, Susie D, Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. There's a few more. Thank you and hello. I will. Independent Manny, how are you? Uh, Here in just a second, I will put out a link. Gary Schindel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here in a minute, I will put out the link again and I'll take two more. I don't want more than four on a panel at a time. I want
All
everybody to
right.
have to talk. But
Yeah.
we got two up here now. I'll take two more. They may have something important to say. And I'm always interested in trying to hear something that is,
Okay.
no,
All
you're
right.
okay right where you're at for a minute. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we get a bunch
Mm-hmm.
more backstage, and I'll start, and I'm not going to be rude, but I will start popping them off the panel and get some more in because I'm not going to be greedy with the time. Everybody's got something to say.
Yeah, you're
But
not. You could with StreamYards, you
go
can
ahead.
actually have like with StreamYards, you could actually have like 8 people.
I can have 10.
Yeah.
I can have 10. Me and 9 others, and which, but that's too many. And here's why I say that. It's
Yeah.
because everybody starts talking over everybody else, and that's not fair to anybody that's up here.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So anyway, Red did just drop the link. We'll get a couple more up here and excuse me,
Okay.
have a conversation. Like I said, it
All
may
right.
bring to your channel or give you some insight.
Okay.
It's part of it. Like I said, if it wasn't for the chat and it wasn't for my
Yeah.
guests, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have a show. So I got to make sure that I keep up with
Mm-hmm.
everybody. But Jim Boswell, Robert, if you want to pop in here, I don't mind. The link is out there.
If those two people gets on here, I could just be in the chat though.
Well, that's up to you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you you have
Yeah.
to leave. All I'm going to say is
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who's up there. I could bring up D Dog and Mr. B, and if that's just
Mm-hmm.
two and that's four, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, I just want to give everybody a chance tonight. I have a few little things I can talk about. Some things I went and dug into a little deeper. I can't find hardly anything on it, but I did dig in. But we'll bring that up here in a minute. I want to give
Mm-hmm.
everybody. I want to give everybody a chance to have their say because somebody might come
Mm-hmm.
in and change my mind of what I've seen.
All right.
Or what I've dug into and what I've heard.
Yeah, because you only have few people at a time. Yeah.
Got a bat in a cave. It's my pants.
Like anytime
Uh,
I try to come on panel, usually you have people in there. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. A lot of times, yeah. Well, there's some nights I do not have a panel per se. I do have people that are special guests, and then I don't let anybody up because my special guests, when I invite them on and they say yes, I'm usually pretty excited to have them on. I don't want to hear what they have to say. So I don't usually let him. Now, once the conversation is getting kind of mild and we're looking for things to talk about, then I don't mind bringing one or two up to ask questions about the panel guests. Because when I have panel guests, it's about the panel, when
Yeah.
it's
You,
special.
you still get to let me come up this week, right? Of
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No,
course.
that's not a problem. Like I said,
Yeah.
I try to give everybody a fair chance. If somebody's got something to say, by God, get up here. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do it every night, but And because not every night I can get special guests up here, because I like a variety show. I like to talk about a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Terry was all.
I know I had a couple of problems when we first met.
Well,
Because I was,
there's just some things that Robert
yeah,
Lawrence, hello.
because I try to come up and you say, make sure you get in the chat. And I didn't listen.
Well, hang on a second. You got a question for
Mm-hmm.
you. It says,
Yeah.
Robert Lawrence says, or wait, not Robert. Chits My Pants says, tell us more about yourself, Justin. What do you do? What do you like? What's your enjoyable things to do?
I like watching movies. Yeah.
Now, is that
Movies,
just
TV
movies
shows.
or is that TV also?
TV also, like TV shows. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I do commercials on my channel. I do different things like streaming services on my channel. I go people, yeah, stuff like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a second. Gary Schindel, while you are watching the balloons, something going on the ground. I think I said that a couple days ago. I don't know what's going on the ground, but yes. And if you got any details with that, Gary, either put it in the chat or jump up here. I would love to hear your theory on this because that's one of the calls I made today. And I started to do some deep dives on it. And then somebody sent me a couple videos I watched today, and it was very interesting. Very interesting. That Billings, Montana deal sounds like it fits right in with what was going on since a couple of years now. All these big booms. But anyway, you was asked about that. What's your favorite movie? Chits My Pants says.
I say Knocked Up. It's a good movie.
Knocked Up.
Junior. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that show. That's an oldie. Yeah.
That was a movie called Knocked Up
Yeah,
with
I remember it.
Catherine Hegel. Her name is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it.
And
I was bored one night and it come on, and this has been a long time ago.
it's Seth Rogen in it.
Yeah, Seth
Yeah.
Rogen. And I'm not a huge fan of his. That's why I was reluctant to watch it, but I did. At that time, the wife wanted to watch it. So I did. And it wouldn't. It made sense because I've seen a lot of that happen in real life. So it did make sense once I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty doing good today.
Hawk, that's a good question. If you want to come up and talk about it, the link is out there. Here's news. I want to bring Z-Man in. Gary Schindler says I was watching the balloons. A lot of people are. But my first question was when all these balloons are going off is, all right, this looks like a distraction for me. And because there's too many things that don't make sense of how Chinese balloons get here. I don't care if Biden isn't the head of the administration. The military would not allow that if they're spying. So it's a bullshit lie in my eyes. Now, that's just my opinion.
What's up?
All right, Z-Man, how you doing,
What's
bud?
up, Gary?
Hey,
Hi, Z-Man.
How you doing? Hey, Shane, how you doing?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't listening.
What's that?
I said,
I'm doing
I don't
good,
know.
Z-Man.
No one's told me, and I ain't listening.
Yeah, I just been doing my ground, Shane.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while, I'll jump in and say hi to other people that I like to go see or enjoy visiting with, and I've been bouncing around all over. Like I said, over here, I'm pretty open until somebody gets out of line, and then I'll have to.
I got something to tell you. All
right,
Shane, I know how to do the planes now.
You know how to do the planes now? You downloaded the app?
Huh?
Doing good?
Yep.
Hmm?
Yep. Alpha, you know Alpha, don't you, Shane?
Mm-hmm.
Not right offhand, but I'm sure I've seen it. I'm sure I have.
Yeah. So,
All right.
one of my friends,
Huh?
Hang on, Justin. Let him finish this second. Okay, bud?
Shane, one
All
of
right.
my friends made this to me. Look at she sent me. She made that.
Okay. News with Z-Man. Yes.
That's my channel.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Took me a second to read it because it's backwards on the camera.
Oh, okay.
Had to let the person talk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll say hi to everybody in chat. Hey, everybody, Hawk, how you doing? But I just
Yeah.
stop it and say hi to you.
Thank
Been a
you,
Hi to you
while.
Justin.
too.
Oh, no, not a
Hi.
problem, bud. Not a problem, Z-Man.
Yeah.
Hi, Z-Man.
Hi, hi. Hey, I just got off a telegram and I found a few things here. Show you some intel there. Can you see that, Shane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Poole. Yeah.
Mr.
Something
Poole.
something big's about to drop.
Yeah, I've been hearing that, and they've been saying that for 4 years now. So I'm just for 3.5 years, and I'm like, well, we're still waiting, so we'll just keep
I know.
waiting. Eventually, it'll drop, and then we'll go from there.
Then here, this was tonight. They said um, the Red Army's in the White House.
So they're
They have
trying to say the Chinese are in the White House,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. There's the
Mm-hmm.
My
um,
God, I'm going to tell you what. A few more little, a few more little stuff like that comes out. I think everybody in the world's just going to throw their hands up and go, okay, there is no real news in the world anywhere today.
mhm.
Because if the Chinese were in the White House, we would not be sitting here today on YouTube like we are. I can promise you that.
Hey, Shane, you see Cindy? What Cindy's saying to me?
Uh,
Cindy was saying if I
uh,
got it.
yeah, something about train derailments. Everybody's asking what's on the trains.
um,
There's a train derailment.
I
I
heard
have
it was Shane. I heard it was a fight or something happened, but I'll try to find it and see what I can find and show tomorrow if I get anything.
well, and from what I heard, and now somebody else put it in there. It is. I was told it was carrying toxic chemicals. Now,
Hmm?
whatever the toxic chemical is, who in the hell knows?
Yeah.
It could have been chlorine. It could have been
Yeah.
bleach. It could have been oil. Anything that's not natural on the surface, are going to call toxic because it makes a
Huh?
good story.
Yeah. Huh?
I was trying to read something. The Pope is on his way to Moscow to talk to
Sorry.
Putin. No, you're good. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Well,
remember I was be respectful.
oh yeah. No, it's fine.
Mhm.
Hawk, if you'd like to come up here in a second, I'll have a red drop it. Give me just a second, and I'll drop it.
Hey, Terry, and who else was here?
Professor Pocket, it could have been a Bud Light. Yeah, they called it hazmat. Anytime it's anything other than water, it can be a pesticide you spray on your yard, and they call it hazmat. So yeah, they call it anything hazmat anymore. It just sounds good. It's got a very, you don't know how the risk is, but usually your hazmats have ratings, and it's usually 125, 126. Can't remember.
Yeah, I could still stay up, right?
Well, good,
Mhm.
good. Hawk,
Shane,
that's all good. It's all good, bud.
Shane, I got a
Yes,
new pet. My little one died about in November.
your little puppy.
Yeah, 11 years old. Um,
Yep.
so my sister got me a rescue dog. I'll bring him up. I wanted to show Hawk. Come here, Chico. His name's Chico. Come here.
right.
Little dog,
Come here. Come on.
Chico.
Come up here. Come on. Come up here. See us.
First,
Everyone can see you. Come on.
see
Yeah.
that little dog.
Come on.
It's a little dog.
Oh, this one's a big one. Well, not big, but.
Chico.
Ugh.
Hey, doggy.
This is Chico Shane.
He's a big dog.
It's a good looking dog. How old is
He's
that
a
one?
rescue. He's only a year old now. I got him when he was 8 months.
Well, yeah, so he's not going to be huge. No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Well,
size.
this is big. It's a Corky
Yeah.
mix, Shane.
Yeah, he looks hyper, real hyper. You can tell he's young.
Oh, wow.
yeah. Yep.
Very hyper dog.
Yeah, what's the breed?
Corky mix.
Corky and what?
That's all they told me is like a little bit of
Okay.
everything.
All right.
So, all right. Up. Anyways, all right. I was just showing you that. So is Hawk coming up?
No, he said his face is still swollen, so he can't come up tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
wow. Well,
Nice meeting you there. I guess I'll let you go, Shane, and hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I hope the same for you. I hope your channel is doing well.
Oh yeah, it's getting back up there. Yep. So
Well, I'll have to come check it out. I haven't been over in a little while. There for a while, you was kind of idle, so.
yeah. Well, I lost all my channels. I got a new channel.
Okay. And what's it called?
I think it's just the news with Z-Man, the same one. I think.
Okay.
I don't know what I put. See, someone in the chat might have the channel's name. Let me see. Where's my phone here?
see if I can try to.
On panel, Red may drop it for you if she can find it. Usually if she can find it, she drops it.
Maybe I could try to follow you on there. Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, so it's just under your name.
Well, it's news. Yeah, it's I don't figure out how.
Dory Fickle says it. Yeah, it's your name.
Yeah, news.
Yeah.
Z-Man.
Does he does live streams?
Yes. Yes, he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I do everything.
Yep.
Yeah, people come on panels.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't. I only bring the people up who I know and everything and stuff. So
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You probably could let me come up on panel. I just introduced myself.
yeah, but
Oh,
all
that's
right,
okay.
Shane.
All right, Robert. You have a
Take
good
it
evening,
easy.
bud. And thank you for stopping by, bud.
Yep, take it easy.
All
See
right.
y'all later. See you, chat.
See you, bud.
Yep, bye.
He'll probably let me on panel. I just have
I
to
don't know.
introduce.
I can't speak for him, so I don't know.
I could
I
just,
can't speak for him.
I could just be in the chat first in his channel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he would get to know me more.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what has to happen. People's got to know you before they bring you up. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
I do that with your channel. I have comment first.
Oh yeah, and you got to. I mean, because I got burned too many times, and I'm not going to do it again. It's just all there is to it. Anyway,
Yep.
Adam, hello. I'm a Digital Hawk. I said hello to you earlier. I just want to make sure I didn't want to miss anybody.
Yeah.
Spidey Hawk. Her Digital Hawk. Yeah. Your Spidey senses.
Oh wow, I was wearing my Spider-Man shirt today. Today it was good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Jim Boswell, it can be very risky on a panel when you let somebody up you don't know. And trust me, I always keep my finger on the eject button because until I get to know them, yeah, I have to be real leery because I don't want no trouble up here. And we've had
Yeah,
some,
yeah,
little trouble starters, but wasn't nothing we couldn't handle. And then
yeah.
I
You
just
let me
blocked
on.
leave from coming up.
You let me on panel because you get to know me better.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
it's just one of those deals. We have to
Hmm.
deal with people the way they are, and
Hmm.
I just don't want no trouble. Which is, we can't have pornography. We can't have people cussing people in the chat or on the panel. We can't have any of that. Come up here if you're gonna be respectful. Just come up. I don't mind. I don't give a shit where you're from or who you are. I don't care if you had problems with other channels that I get along with. That doesn't mean I don't get along with you. That just means I
Yeah,
don't hold no grudges. Until you do me wrong, you're fine with me. You do me wrong, and I may not feel that way.
yeah. I
And I
don't. I don't.
don't hold
I
grudges.
don't.
So
I
anyway,
don't cuss on panel. I'm good.
well, I try not to, but it does happen. It does
Yeah,
happen.
I can't say the S word or F word on here. Hmm.
Well, I do let the shit word slide quite a bit, but I try not to do the F word, and I do not do the GD word. Now, it has slipped out of my mouth. I will not deny that, but I will not. I try my best not to do that.
You still give people chances. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I give everybody a chance. Like I said, we all screw up. We sometimes we don't know we screw up till someone else tells us. So
Hmm.
it's just part of being fair to people, and that's the only way we can get along. You can talk united and unity and family and all that crap, but there's only one way it can work. Is you have to make sure that you forgive and move on. Yes, Professor Falk and I do too. I like Some Beach. And I heard a joke a long, long time ago about that. And then when Blake Shelton sung about it, that was the other time I thought, okay, Some Beach I can handle.
Yeah, you gotta. I got to remember not to be good on here. You know.
Well, my channel's pretty relaxed. Like I said, as long as you're not just dropping an F bomb every other word and you're not using the Lord's name in vain, I'm good.
Like if you do something bad, you get blocked from StreamYard.
Yep.
Yep.
If you're not real careful, you'll get blocked permanently. So,
Yeah,
this is how it is.
I was only blocked once.
Well,
Hmm.
and that wasn't, it is what it is. I haven't blocked you. But anyway, I'm
No,
fixing to ask you to step down here in a second because I do have some other people I do want to bring in.
I know.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I know. I'm
no,
sorry. I
you're
screwed
good.
up the last time.
Oh, you didn't screw up, bud. You're all good.
Hmm. Hmm. No,
Kaiser.
no. I know what I did was wrong.
It's all good,
Yeah.
bud. Hey, we all make mistakes, man.
Hmm. Yeah.
Professor Falcon, Buford T. Justice of Texas. Yeah, he chased Smokey and the Bandit. Buford T.
That day I was blocked. I just had a bad day. You know.
Oh, it happens to all of us, bud. We all go through that. Broke fishing. Hello. Good to see you, bud.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'll go ahead and ask you to step down. You get in chat, and maybe I can bring you back up here in a little bit if you're still around. Usually I say, come on up, and you're gone.
All right. I'll make sure to come back in a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, come in and
I'll,
check in, and we'll go from there.
I could still be in the chat though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have me up, Shane.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
God bless.
Oh, yeah, God bless.
Bye.
No, you're good. Cindy Fuller Stevens, yes, you are correct. You are correct. I'll put it on the big screen. We all need to get together and pass the peace pipe, paint our faces, and stomp the demons out of us. Yep, that's true. But anyway, yeah, I was going to try to love rate Mr. B tonight. And he goes on Monday night since it's deep dive night. And was going to try to love rate him. And I don't know. I hope he's okay. I haven't seen him on. Have not seen him on. He had sent me an email yesterday. I did not respond till today. And I didn't give him my cell phone number. So maybe if he's listening in the background, maybe not feeling well or something, he'll call me. Make sure he's doing okay. He seems like an awesome dude. I want to tell you what, I have a lot of fun with him. He is funny. He's always in a good mood. It seems like. So he's a lot of fun. Not a problem, Justin, anytime. Like I said. Digital Hawk, it's a pleasure for you to see me. Yes, it probably is. It's always a pleasure to see all my guests in the chat, in the background, anywhere they may be. Because like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, this thing would not happen. Would not happen. Here we go again. Maybe that's who is that, Shane? Mr. B is a new gentleman to YouTube. He's only been on about 3 weeks. If you'll go back and watch, I'd say my Saturday show, but it got yanked down because I played a little 3-minute of Weird Al Yankovic, and it got me, that show yanked down. Now, it didn't give me a strike or nothing, but it just gave me a copyright. So what I think I'm going to do is my Saturday night show. I can still find it. The only place I can find it's in my YouTube lets me know when I do a stream. And it's usually about 3-4 hours late or 2 hours late at least. I can go get it in there because I did it. I want to go in there and I'm going to cut that piece out and I'm going to change the title of it. I'm going to put it back on. I think I'm going to put it on as a premiere on Sunday if I can figure out how to get all that done. It is today, Monday. I might do it Thursday. Put it on as a premiere. Then everybody see what we did Saturday. And I'm trying to figure out how to do the live chat on top of the chat we was already there because it was a lot of fun show. It was a great show. Saturday night I love Saturday night. Friday night and Saturday night was, I had a blast. And I don't know if anybody else did, but yeah, but anyway, who is that, Shane? Okay, Mr. B, his name is Butch. Great guy. He's comical. Monday nights he does a deep dive. Wednesday nights a free for all. He lets call-ins. Friday nights it's a whatever night. That's about all that goes on right now. But he's a lot of fun. And he's very down home and very good going. Or I wouldn't do a love rate on him or any of that. And we get along great. And it's a comfortable. I mean, it's just comfortable. We don't, neither one of us have to stress. And we just cut up, have a good time. And then get along with about anybody. So that's awesome. That's what I like. No animosity, no bad feelings. It's just good time. There he is. He's in the chat. Hang on. Hey, no, that sounds awesome. Okay. Anybody that's asking about Mr. B's brain? he's going to finish up a few things, and he says he will join. I sent you a link in your email, so you don't have to come up here and wait on one. I send it to you automatically. Anybody have a link to Mr. B's brain? Yes, we do have one. Yeah, Cindy, I heard something about that today. And that's just another piss poor excuse by our administration trying to say that they're just trying to punish us for what they're doing wrong. Nobody's darling but mine. Mima, I forgot all about that, and I apologize. I remember now since you said that. Let me go back and look at that. And yeah, Justin, you can try to put it in there. I don't care. Mima, let me go back and try to look at that again a time or two, and I will come back and do my best on that for you. And I apologize. I forgot all about that. I got caught up in a whirlwind that ended up being a fizzle fart. And I just don't. Let me say Jim Boswell. Jim says, I was wondering about the Saturday show. One of my good friends was on the panel. Time to go here. Yep. The Saturday was an awesome show. I loved it. I will get on that. And like I said, I'm going to try to do the one from Thursday or from Saturday. I'll try to do on Thursday. If I can get everything done right, since I'm not on, I'll do it as a premiere. And like I said, I'm just trying to figure out how to incorporate the old chat. So some of the new people coming in. And maybe they can just comment on their own, or I just start I don't know if I can start a new chat to it. Just leave chat open and that way they can discuss anything they want. I don't know. I'll just have to see what I can do. Just subbed to Mr. B. Yeah, I want to tell you, he's a hoot. He's a hoot. So I want to make sure I didn't miss it. I seen something I wanted to read. I apologize. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anything. People, my phone keeps blowing up, so I apologize. Um, I've had a couple good shows with Mr. B. For some reason, he's just a barrel of fun. I want to talk about just giggling and having fun. We have done of that. I keep seeing D-Dog in here through the chat, but I haven't seen him. Let me see. Yeah, he is in here. Devil Dog, I'm sorry I missed you, bud. And Devil Dog dropped his link too. So anybody that's looking for Mr. B's brain, it's out there. Red has dropped it. D-Dog's dropped it. And he'll be joining us here in a minute. And D-Dog, if you want to join us, I can drop you the link. You might as well get on up in here. I'm sure you've always got something intelligent to say. That or you don't say nothing if you don't have if it ain't intelligent, he usually don't speak. Sometimes he likes to be silly, he's a blast when he's being silly. Yeah, Mary Freeland, I've been seeing that too. That was another question I asked today is Where's the old hubby when Dr. Mr. Jill is going a lot of places all by herself and giving speeches for her husband? That's pretty sad that she's given about 20 times more speeches than he has. And he's the president. Yeah, Justin, it's probably because you're not a mod, so you can't drop it. But Red has dropped it a couple times. When he was on panel, she has dropped it, I know, at least twice. So it's on there. It's on there. Yeah, she leaves him home so she ain't got to change his diapers. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, Cindy, I don't know. I didn't see that one, so I can't tell you about that. I can't tell you about that, but that's funny. I don't care who you are. I know that's right, D-Dog. He was never mine. That's just his paid title, and since he's making money on it, you got to call him. Well, I guess you got to, but yep, yeah, it's that's something else. Yeah, I can't. Someone said he was rushed off to a bunker 2 days ago. I asked questions about that today. Like I said, I got on my bighorn, which I can't connect to anybody important, but just people that's got great opinions, and they couldn't give me any more than I already had. And I'm like, he got rushed out to a dumb just to keep him safe. And I'm thinking, safe from what? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, D-Dog. You are right about that. Yeah, Ma, I'm the same way. That's why I used to call him mashed potato or something silly, or the administration. But I'm not saying I ain't the administration from a nut hut. I'm just saying the administration because that's what it is. And a gentleman that does a lot of military plane watching and stuff, he calls them the senior citizens home. And I'm not making fun of old folk, but all I'm trying to say is it does make sense because we got a lot of people in there that should not be in there long past their prime. And they're still doing the same old shit they was doing when they started instead of changing it up and doing what's right for the people. They always talk about doing it for the people, but the people never get a voice. Well, if you can't get a voice and you ain't got a vote, you have no voice. So then you have to go about it different ways. So yeah, it's just a vicious cycle. Oh, sorry, I was reading a statement here by Cindy Fuller. Dogs are extremely loyal. I think Snake is better fit for the treasonous POS. That is true. Let me see. Mary Freeland. You know, I can't comment on that one way or the other because I didn't like her then. I don't like her now. So either way, she's still a disgusting lady that there was a song or two that wasn't bad, but I'm not real impressed with that lady. Nah, not a bit. Yeah, there you go, D-Dog. That's it. Hey, Bobcat Philo, how you doing? Good to see you in here. It's always good to see everybody. We got emails coming in. Probably some more dumbass shit. I get so sick of the dumb emails. And boy, they come in all the time. I check it every morning. I don't have nothing on my phone, but on my computer, there's 12 I missed. I'm like, I must be hitting delete in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping because I don't get them on my phone, but I get them on my computer. Tennessee Patriot, hello. Robert's good to see you still hanging around. I didn't know if you had something to do or not. Anyway, sorry, I got so many things going on right now. It's just silly. But hey, welcome to Monday. All right, Robert, have a good evening, and you be careful, bud. Jay Scaliva. Jay. Good old Jay. How are you? Hey, Red, can you drop the link for Jay? Please and thank you. And Jay, if you'll catch that link, I'd appreciate it. Please come up and say hello. Jay and Tina are great people. Great, great people. You couldn't ask for better people. There you go, Jay. Red has dropped you the link. You want to talk about some beautiful people, just good people. Here they are. If he'll come up. Great people. And he may be upset with me. I still owe him a phone call. Yeah, if Jay comes up, I'd hope everybody give him a big round of applause, whether you know him or not. Great gentleman. Great person. Yeah, I haven't got to talk to Jay in quite a while. We talked a couple times on the phone, and this has been probably, boy, howdy, it's probably getting 5-6 months ago. And I haven't got to hear from him, so great fella. Anyway, I'm trying to miss none of the comments. Karen Thompson, last I knew, Saturday night, he decided to shut down his show. He's got too much crap going on right now. That's what he told me, and he's just too busy to. He just ain't got time for it. He knew better to start one before he got moved, is what he said, and that's about it. But he wanted to go ahead and do it because he enjoyed being on. So, I have to leave it there because that's about all I know. So maybe when he gets moved to wherever he's going, maybe he'll start one up. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Like I said, I can't speak for him either. All I know is what he tells me, and that's where I have to leave it. Well, hopefully I didn't scare him off by inviting him up. All right. There's probably, looks like in the chat, there's probably, 50% are better than know you. Oh, well, looky here. By God, I spoke too soon. Hang on. Mr. J, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Shane, doing great, bud. How are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm doing pretty good now. I'm sure I'm going to be told different by certain people, but
Well, don't listen to all that stuff, man. Just love and Jesus loves you, brother. Good to hear your voice, man.
oh, absolutely. How's that lovely wife of yours?
Well, she's nearby. She made a lovely dinner, and we're just kind of wrapping it up. And she turned on your show, and we got to reminiscing about Shane Phelps, and thought, well, my goodness, let's just say hello. And by golly, the Lord is good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Richard Fur, hello. But no, it's been a day or three, bud.
Been too long.
Yes, it's been too long, my friend. We were staying in touch, and then we stopped staying in touch, and that's not a good thing.
Well, yeah. We just kind of, I know there one little time, and yeah, Mr. B, you're more than welcome up anytime. I did send you the link in your email, so anytime. If you are ready and you want to come up, you really need to meet this gentleman and his wife. Great, awesome people.
Well, praise the Lord Jesus. He gets all the glory.
Oh, absolutely. So, how is the teaching of credits going?
Well, doing just fine. Have very blessed with my class and have some good parent and have a wonderful student and have a great teacher's assistant, and I'm very blessed. We had all the weather event last week around Dallas Fort Worth, so
Mm-hmm.
had a few days off, and which was a good thing. That was the safest thing to do.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah, it's going just fine. School year always clicks along pretty quickly. It's already February. It's hard to believe.
Oh, yeah, it won't be long, and the children will be out playing on the street.
It'll be summertime before you turn around.
So,
But
did you
that's
get a
how
lot
the
of that
school year
ice
goes.
there at your place? Did you get a lot of
We,
ice?
we got about 2 inches ish on our windshield.
Mm.
Less, maybe more, maybe less. So we did get a fairly good amount. Not like we did 2 Februarys ago when Texas had that event, which is a whole nother
Snowmageddon.
story. That Snowmageddon. It wasn't quite like that, but it was enough to close down the schools, and you had to be careful. Of course, the roads were okay as long as they were being passed, on regularly.
Correct.
But the county roads and whatnot, and it could get kind of treacherous, if you weren't careful. So we tried to take it easy and not get out if we didn't have to.
Well, let me ask you this. You said you had that 2 inches on there. Now, what was that, the hard freeze 2 inches, or was it just 2 inches of ice? Because sometimes you'll get a little bit of ice, then the hard freeze comes next, but it won't stick to your windshield as bad because the soft freeze was on top. You see what I'm trying to say?
That's a good point, Shane. When we did get out, my wife is having to take care of her mother. She's kind of getting to that point to where Tina kind of needs to be nearby, and she only lives a couple of minutes away. So I think we'd gotten in the car to go check on my mother-in-law, and noticed, we're surprised. It's kind of funny when you turn on the defrost, let it run for a minute. When I turned on my wipers, the entire sheet of ice came off at one time.
So you had a soft
That
freeze
was
on the bottom. That's
interesting.
beautiful.
Yes. But when I
Yes.
got out and checked to see the thickness of it, it seemed like a piece of ice that was, I'm going to say, approaching 2 inches thick at some places. But that
Wow.
would have been accumulation over several days.
Wow. That is yeah, because I had to ask that question because I get some ice up here at times. And if it's that hard freeze up front, oh,
Yes.
you ain't getting that off with a scraper or a blowtorch. You'll bust your windshield before you get it off. But
Right, right.
if that first one, that little light, drizzling stuff hits there and kind of gives a little sheet, and then the hard freeze comes after that, it's kind of like a barrier. It's the same thing with your grass. People go, why do you water your grass when it's the middle of winter and it's 40 degrees outside? Well, 40 degrees, it gets thirsty. You water it, and they're going, well, it's going to kill it. No, it ain't. Because what happens is that freezes on the surface, and then the really cold sets in, and it don't get down to your roots. It stays on the top. It may kill the top, but it ain't going to kill your roots. And they go, how's your yard look so pretty the next year so quick? It's because the roots were survived because the cold air going across the top had that thin layer of ice on it, and it protected it. And people don't understand that. There's a lot of things people don't understand about ice. You know, ice is tricky. It can be very tricky.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And it can be trust me, I've been going down roads at 70 miles an hour that had ice, and then you hit black ice. And I thought I knew what black ice was until I hit a patch. And it doesn't matter if you turn the wheel right, left, hit your brake. It don't matter.
Right.
You're going to go where it decides that you're going to go.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's tricky. Treacherous stuff because you don't always, if people don't slow down and drive to conditions, and you hit a patch of that stuff, it's just, Lord, you got to help me because I have no control whatsoever.
I seen an old boy. I'm in a 4-wheel drive and I'm probably doing 55. And it's a 70 mile an hour road.
Right.
I honk a few times and they zip around me in the 4-wheel drive and driving like about out of hell. And I'm going, okay, you can go you can go as fast as you want. Hey, Tina, how are you doing, girl?
I'm hanging in there. It's good to see you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I have wondered what happened to y'all. We all just kind of quit talking there for a little bit. And it's like, damn, I wonder where they're at. And I thought I seen you come in the chat one time a while back in my show and say hello or something. You didn't stay long. And
I may have, Shane. It's possible.
I don't know if it was you.
Yeah, I don't know if
it could have been Tina.
I thought it was Tina, but it may have been you.
I think it was me.
Yeah, I was like, dang, where'd they go? And that's really, ever since then, I was going, what would happen to them? I'm going to have to just break down and call them. And then every time I go to call you, I know, nope, he's teaching school. Darn it. I know.
You can call or text anytime, day or night, Shane. I'll always get back to you as quick as I can.
Mm-hmm. You had said that, but I just don't like to be disrespectful, because I know when you're teaching you, and especially if you're right in the middle of a very important conversation you really enjoy, it makes it very, very, like, darn it, I want to talk to this guy, but I'm really in an important area that I really enjoy. So, you get thrown in that toss up.
I understand that.
Sure. And understood. But no worries, brother. I would be more than happy to talk or visit or text anytime. So please don't ever be a stranger, and we won't either. I think life gets busy sometimes, and even with the best of intentions, I think sometimes people forget to reach out.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my. And I'm the world's worst about it, Jay. If you haven't noticed that, I am the world's worst about trying to get back to somebody. I mean, I get pulled in. Okay, this is a bad excuse, but I'm going to use it. I get pulled in a lot of different directions all at once. And it's like, coin toss. What now?
Right. Oh, yeah. You have to prioritize.
Well, sometimes I just go, okay, I'm not going to toss a coin. I'm just not going to call any of them and I'll be fine.
Hey, that's consistency, right?
Well, it keeps me from having to choose. I'm not that just, in my mind, that's like, okay, don't have to choose this way. It makes it better for me. Everybody got the same treatment. No one got special treatment. You know how you feel when you give somebody special treatment, the other ones don't. You almost feel bad. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll just take the bad out of it. not talk to no one.
Right, right. And maybe you try to reach out to, one person each day, but even that, if there's a lot of people you want to reach out to, sometimes it's like, well, are you going to get down all the way through the list or not?
Oh, absolutely. And I spent some time today. I finally said, all right, Shane, buckle up. Let's call these people today. Let's get some of this. Let's figure out who these people are, what they're about, what they want. And I did. I was probably on the phone with 15, 20 different people today. And I'm thinking, yeah, I got away from the phone for a reason.
Right.
It was a long
Right.
day, but I want to tell you what, I got a lot of interesting information, a lot of interesting
Good.
points.
Uh-huh.
And it's just now whether I can prove any or not, no. Is it going to
Right.
be beneficial to me or not? No. But it's
Right.
interesting. There's a lot of things that
Oh,
interest a lot of us.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's trust me, I love talking to anybody and everybody, especially diversity. I love that because
Sure. Uh-huh.
it's fun to hear different points of view.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only way we grow. So I may think I have my mindset, and I hear somebody, and it's like, no, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Maybe I need to look into that.
Right. When I was in high school, Shane, I was a part of the debate team, and that was a real blessing because you learn, the town square, you share ideas, and ideally the best idea wins. But even in debate, I learned there's two sides to every coin.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
even if one side is more right, and one side may be more logical than the other, one side may be stronger than the other, but the fact is there's two sides.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't care what you're talking about. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Jim
And
Thompson. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. No. I think as a people, and I think as a society, and I think as a globe, I think we're getting away from that idea that we need to share ideas, debate ideas, and you cannot cancel or harm another person because you don't like what they bring to the table.
Bingo. And here's the thing about a debate. You remember when the debates used to be two people having 2 points of view, and they tried to argue or bicker back and forth and try to prove which one is correct. You know what it is now? And it's sad. It's called slander. They try to beat up the other person, and that's their debate. I haven't seen a real debate since, probably Clinton or Bush. There has not been a real debate on a presidential, contender. It has been a slander fest. Whoever has the most money wins. Whoever has the most words out wins. And it's usually beating the other person up. And I think it is wrong. I think, like when someone comes to my channel and someone doesn't agree with me, okay, fair enough. But let me hear your side. Tell me your points and show me something. And if I ain't got nothing, I can't ask them to show me nothing because I'm as prepared as they are. But we can have a discussion. And you know what? I don't hold grudges. I'll have them back again because I want the conversation. I don't want an argument or a bicker. I want the banner, where we talk back and forth. And I want the debate, a true debate. And people forgot what debate means. They think it's slander the other opponent until they can't even say nothing. Excuse me. Mr. B. Mr. Bush.
Hello, my friend. I'm good. How are you, buddy?
All right.
Been a long day.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, apparently. I would like to introduce you to two great people. That's Jay and Tina. They are from Texas.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
And
nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you, brother. Hi.
Awesome people. We cut up, and there's times, and Jay knows, and Tina knows, there's times I say bad words. I try not to, but it does happen.
it slips.
Yes, and sometimes I have to say an aggressive word to get my point across, and I don't think I was the only one. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jesus did too when he was turning over tables in the churches. Due to they was not bankers, they was the house of God, not the house of money. Something to that effect. Is that not right, Jay?
You're getting there.
Yeah,
You're on it.
yeah.
I
Scripture
got the
talks
gist
about
of it.
the zeal that Jesus had for his Father's house just consumed him.
Yep.
He and his Father were one, and the money thieves were making it the Lord, I think, used the term "den of thieves." I believe that's strong language. But then again, the Lord, he polarizes people. He came with the sword, and you're on his team or you're his enemy, according to the Scripture.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. That is true. There is no middle ground, and that's it.
There's no fence with the Lord Jesus.
It's a fact. That is a fact.
Yep. So no, I want to tell you what. These two bring a whole. I wish they'd show up more often, and I know they're busy. I want to tell you what. These two bring a whole different aspect to what I do, and it's enjoyable because, I'll bring on controversial people. Some of them will talk about silly. And I got somebody try to do belly dancing in the kitchen, and it's just not working for them very well. Anyway. Yeah, go back to your day job.
Now, we're in a serious spiritual warfare right now, aren't we?
Oh my! I'm telling you.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to tell you what. Right now, it's all good and evil, isn't it?
Yeah. But I see good winning.
Yeah.
I mean, more and more people are coming around.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And I believe the Lord is still exposing. He's still turning over pebbles. He's still showing us how deep and ugly it is. And
Brother,
in my opinion,
that's the only comfort I get right now with everything going on is knowing God's watching over me. That's my comfort that allows me to deal with all this.
Well, and let me say it this way, because a lot of people don't understand. God, like you said, God's turning over pebbles. Okay, you know why? Here's my theory of why somebody would turn over on pebbles instead of boulders. You throw something in somebody's face that's too much they can handle. They don't pay attention because they can't take it in and see the strength of what is really there. So you turn over pebbles and they get a little bit at a time. They actually understand it better because, like they said in school, your brain can only absorb what your butt can endure.
Yes.
And that's the same way with everyday life.
Yeah.
And it is. And so why would you go out there and throw out a bunch of stuff you can't even absorb and make you understand and, process it? Why would you just go throw it out there and just slap you in the face with a big old hello? No, he's going to trickle it in so you pay attention and you absorb it. And I truly feel that's how it is.
Well, if you have a strong belief in God Almighty, I mean, a lot of what's going on shouldn't bother you as much because you're taken care of.
Absolutely.
He's not going to give you something that you can't handle.
Not going to put on you more than you can bear. And with
It's
every
not
temptation, he makes a way.
It's not meant to be easy.
yes.
No. If it was easy, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here for a reason. We're all brought together for a reason, whether that may be a good time, but either way, it still works out in the end that we're here for a reason.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Evil's putting up a good battle right now.
Oh, evil is, they're showing every ugly head they have.
Yeah, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore.
That UN statue they put up, I still think to this day, I think it needs to be destroyed, taken down, and New York ought to be sued for having that up there. If that ain't the in my eyes, if that ain't what's told in the biblical book of the tiger, the what is that, the phoenix, and all that, all in wrapped in one with all the rainbow colors all over it. That is probably the most evil thing I ever seen. And we talked about that 2.5 years ago over on another channel. And when I seen that, and at that time I was not as spiritually in line as I am today, and I was so dang mad at that. I actually told Mike I was going to go tear it down my damn self. I was that damn mad. I mean, sorry.
Did any of you folks see the video of that Sam Smith from the Grammys last night?
No,
No, we were watching Blaze TV earlier, and it was Sarah Gonzalez, her show, and she brought up the Grammys. We don't watch award shows anymore. I'm so over them.
I don't watch it either. I watched the video today of that section.
I haven't seen the video, but that whole satanic thing, she showed us the segment of it. I was like, whoa.
If that was not a satanic ritual slammed in our faces,
it was.
It was. Then I don't know what is, because that was as plain as it could be.
Look at what we were. Sorry, go ahead, Tina.
That's okay. I'm sorry to talk over you. We were talking about it while we were talking about it while we were eating dinner, and it was on at that time. And I told Jay the devil knows his time is short, and he's laying all his cards out on the table. He's not even being the least bit discreet about it anymore. And that's exactly what we're seeing, folks.
Yeah,
that's what we're seeing.
That's it. That ain't no doubt in my mind. Yeah. And it gets worse and worse every day.
Yeah.
And look at it. I mean, we got the rainbow forest trying to run through our schools. We got male cross-dressers trying to teach our children. They're teaching. Some people, we still have a controversy about this, but I'm on the edge of. I really don't want CRT taught to my children. I darn sure don't want sexual education in 4th and 5th grade. Sorry, I'm just that way. That's just. Now, granted, back in the 1800s, the average woman was 12 and the average man was 14. But I want to tell you what, the average man at 14 was already been working on the farm since he was 7. He knows his life, he knows his job style, and he knows what he's supposed to do. And the woman, she already knew her duties at that time. The way they taught them was the duties was to you take care of the household, you take care of the children, and you make sure the man's fed so he can go to work. Now, I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm just saying that's how it was. And I want, so we talk about a lot of this stuff, but the stuff that's going on now, you got 30 and 40 and 50 and 60-year-old men having or wanting or trying to have misbehaviors with the 12-year-old. I think that's incorrect. I don't think that is proper in no means. And no means. I mean,
you don't want to get me started on the pedos, buddy.
Oh, I know it. I can blow the. I can blow a gasket on that. That's why I try to keep it very. I try to be very careful what I say, because I know just one wrong word can really stir a World War III in my show, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm here trying to be neutral to everybody, even people I disagreed with. As long as they come in here polite, I don't care.
Right.
As long as they're good to me, that's all I care. I don't care what happened everywhere else. That's their business.
Yeah.
As long as they're good to me and I'm good to them, they're good to my chat, they're good to my panel. That's all I care.
Yeah.
It's like everything else, Shane. You got to look at what they're doing and then try to figure out what the end game is as to why they're doing it. It's
well, and here's the thing. Sometimes sometimes people play a game and they don't even know what the end game is.
Yeah. Well, I as far as this transgender stuff, I've got some pretty definite opinions on that.
Okay.
I think they're trying to.
Whatever.
I think they're trying to do away with masculinity as
Yes.
far as the males go. And I'll give you the reason why. Since the beginning of time, the man has always been the dominant species, the masculine one, the protector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a protector.
We've protected our family. We've protected our friends. We would be the ones that would fight against all evil. And they're trying to demasculate the male population. And I see their end game. The more they can get unmasculated, the less there's going to be to rise against it.
Bingo.
That's the way I see it.
And I will say that I believe that 100%. Now, I have seen, and I'm going to make a comment to the chat. I have seen there is sometimes women, whether, they stay in the background and they usually don't say a lot and they let the man rule the roost, whatever. But I've seen them come out when it comes to talk about their children or society and the crap they're going to have to live. I have seen them become more, and this is personal accounts, more outspoken than the man. The man's like, I'm not going to stir no trouble. And the women are like, you can kiss my butt as I walk in front of you because I ain't putting up with this crap, and I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you. So I think it's a two-way street. Because behind every successful man is a better woman. And that's why I say that's because the woman makes the man want, not pushes him, makes him want to do better. Now, if she's having to push him, he's either lazy or it's not a good relationship. But if it makes him want to do better, that is a good woman and that's a good man. He's striving for his wife. They're striving for the good of all, not themselves. That is a beautiful thing, and that's hard to find. Now, Jay, tell me if I'm out of line.
A good woman brings out the best in her man.
Yes.
And Tina and I heard a quote a day or two ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, but hard times make good men. Good men make good times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Soft times make soft men.
Yes,
Soft men make hard times.
Yes. Vicious circle, isn't it?
Yes.
I got two things I want to address. I missed one. Let me see. Texas Glory Hole Warrior, hello. And then Camp. No, I have no issue with you, bud. You are good. Like I said, yes, we have talked for hours on the phone before, and I have no issues with you. I have no plans of having issues with you. Like I said, I do my thing, you do yours. We're good. You're more than welcome over here anytime you want. Like I said, as long as people, I don't give a crud who you are, as long as you're good to the chat, the mods, the panel, I'm a happy person. Other than that, I don't care what happened on other channels, on other shows. That's in the past. As long as you're good over here and I'm good on your place, why bring up the past? I mean, the past is done. We can't change the past. The only thing we can change is today, because we don't even know if we're guaranteed tomorrow. Oh, matter of fact, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're guaranteed today. So the heck with all this silly stuff and all the, I just don't want to play that. Wheezy, hello. Sorry, Jay and Mr. B. Tonight's been a very interesting night. It's been, yes, at times, Mr. B, I can go down different paths too. I'm not always fun in games and giggles, or opinionated, but I go down different channels too.
Yeah, I have a serious side once in a while.
It does tend to come out occasionally. Yep.
Yeah.
I try to hide from it because it usually likes to whoop me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but my humor level's kind of hovering right now for tonight because
Mm.
I've been deep diving all day, and I'm working on a project I've been working on for a year and a half, and it's finally coming to a conclusion. So
Cool.
it's going to be one heck of a show.
Good, good, good. Just make sure I sent you in the email and a email my number.
Mm.
You can text or call me anytime. Make
Okay.
sure I know.
Okay.
And yeah, I looked for you this evening because I was going to do a love rate on you. I think I
Yeah.
had 170 some people in here, and I was like, darn it, he ain't on. I really want to go hit him right now. That'd be those live viewers at one time. I was like, yeah, I want to go hit him right now. That'd be real nice for him.
I did postpone the show. This next one is pretty awesome, and I want it to be just perfect. You know, I don't want to make any mistakes, and it's really deep. But some new information came to light, during the football right before the playoffs, a name popped up that caught me off guard, and I had to look even farther and add that into the equation. And I'll expound on it eventually, Shane.
Oh, absolutely. I understand.
It has to do with the sports complex, and
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're just as involved as you might as well just say government.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I've spent a year and a half tracking ancestral heritage all the way back to the 1700s, and how
nice.
certain families married into certain families and then married into them families again, and their offsprings, and how they would give away their children to other prominent families, you know,
Yep.
and then they would marry back into the family, and how this kept going and going and going all the way up to present time. And it's really interesting. And
All right, we got the comedian in the room. Here he is, Devil Dog.
I
Same.
don't-
1-800 number 800 G tights. Always got to have one in the crowd, don't we, Devil Dog?
Oh, he kills me.
Hey, Wheezy, don't ever be sorry for what happened to me.
You
I
know.
put myself in every. Oh yeah, he's a great guy. Wheezy, don't ever feel sorry for what happened to me. I put myself in situations. I went through it.
Shane, I
Made it through
think
it.
we're
Go ahead.
going to need to run, brother. We've got to call our daughter and.
All right. Hey, Jay and Tina, you're more than welcome anytime, buddy. You two are always welcome in my house. Always.
Shane, we've got to run, buddy.
All right. We'll see you soon. I hope.
Very nice to meet you, folks. I think they're freezing up on this, Shane.
Yeah, they do have a hard time down there. They do usually. But Jay and Tina, thank you all.
I was Shane, we were just saying we've got to run for tonight, but it's been wonderful to see you and talk to you. And Mr. B, wonderful to meet you, brother.
Thank you. You folks too. Be blessed.
Yes, that's coming through clear. Thank you. And yes, no, you're always welcome here.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Well, maybe we'll.
I'm not getting anything, Shane. I don't.
Yeah, he's cutting up pretty bad right now.
Okay, I just make sure it wasn't on my end.
Nico. All right, Cam. We'll see you, bud. Bruce, welcome in. Thank you for lurking and hanging out in the back.
Oh, Kim's in here, Shane. Kim.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the screen?
Which one?
Kim, Kimm. Are you watching?
Oh yeah. Kim.
I just wanted to show her something.
Oh.
There, honey. I wasn't lying when I said I needed that cap you knitted. You seen that crochet cap she made, Jane? That red, white, and blue one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was teasing her about that in chat one night, wanting to know where I could get it. DD, I'm blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have put a warning on there before.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Hell.
Well, thank you, Weezy. I appreciate that. Now, like I said, when anyway, anytime you can. I want to tell you, yeah, I just love a good show. I love it. I love a good giggle, and I love great people, and I'm here for that reason.
That's awesome, bro.
I want to tell you, yeah. Now there's people out there sometimes say some silly stuff. I'll sell you my hair, Mr. B. D-Dog says.
Hey, he's got enough to give me a wig.
Oh my God, or 3.
Yeah. I'll take it, brother. I'll send you the address.
Wheezy, I don't know if everything that has been said was full of B throughout this last little while. But I will say there's a lot of stuff that's coming out and has come out for the last couple of years that I have reevaluated what I said back 2.5 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, this is all a psyop. It's all BS. Look here, not what's really going on.
Yep.
And this didn't start just because Mr. Mashed Potato took over. This started long before that.
Yeah. And
This started at the first of probably the second year of Mr. T is when the stuff really started.
I'm not sure if that's when it started, Shane, or when it started to become more exposed.
Well, I think that's when it become exposed.
Yeah.
See, and that's something I have to be very careful on how I say that.
Yeah.
So they're all fake on Trump. They didn't want Trump. Here's my theory: they didn't want Trump in there because he was exposing their bull crap, but some of his crap come out too. And you can't think he's totally innocent. He is a billionaire. A billionaire didn't get there without, having some possibly, not guaranteed, but possibly some shady ordeals. Now, I'm not going to say he was a bad person, or I'm going to say he's a great person. All I'm going to say is a billionaire wants to stay a billionaire, and you will do anything it takes to become a billionaire or to stay there. A millionaire wants to stay a millionaire. Good, bad, or evil, you want to stay there or become one.
You're not going to achieve that kind of wealth without cutting some corners somewhere.
That I'm going to tell you, that is a fact.
And I will testify to that.
Yeah, it's you can't. I mean, unless you sell a company that you busted your ass over for 20, 30 years and sold, the only way you're becoming a millionaire without the old fashioned way, stealing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I'd have been born with a golden spoon in my mouth. That would have been a heck of a lot easier.
You wouldn't have had to work your butt off all these years to do what you did.
I'm saying. Have you seen the narrative they're pushing today? I caught a little bit of it. I've noticed, man, they just cannot let the Trump thing go, can they?
Oh, they're not going to. Here's why. Because he's still got a chance to run for 2024.
Yeah.
Why in the hell are they going to? Now, once he's out of the running, I guarantee this shit will be gone like it never happened. Every bit of it. Every lawsuit, everything will be dropped.
Yeah, now they're even pushing the fake narrative of he had 3 balloons up during his presidency.
Well, they've had balloons up over the United States for 30 friggin' years.
Yeah,
Those
hours.
And they're scared. But they all say made in China.
Yeah.
So what the hell does it matter?
Yeah.
I haven't said China. Look at the rest of them. So today. Even the technology was from China. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah. We are so dependent on them, it's ridiculous.
And we used to build some of the best electronics there ever was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 60s, 70s, and 80s. And no, let's sell it across seas because they can make it cheaper because they got all these cheap laborers. Yeah. Now they get to dictate what we get and what we don't get. Yeah, isn't that a freaking winning circle?
Yeah. The electronics part doesn't even bother me as much as having to depend on other nations for food that we can, we ship out a lot of our food, but we also take in a lot from other places. Pharmaceuticals, probably 80% of that comes from foreign countries, the ingredients anyway.
The bad thing is they're all made right here.
Yeah. Processed,
every bit of them
made and
processed.
processed.
Every bit of it's grown right here naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, every bit of it. I mean, here's the thing. We would not have to ship anything in from any other country if we'd put back our manufacturers and our plants and our textile factories. Yes, German electronics have always been the best. You are correct there. But yeah, we wouldn't have to manufacture. I mean, if we manufactured our own crap, there ain't a bit of food we need. The only thing we need from China is the really cheap toys we give our kids for Christmas. It takes lots of batteries and they last about 15 seconds.
The ones that break in a month and have lead paint.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're killing our kids and like, oh, thank you, that's a great toy. No. It's all lies. There ain't nothing we need from any other country. We got every product we need to build everything we need right here in the United States.
Yeah.
I can show you 3 places in the United States on a map that will show you there's more gold there than has been extracted from what we've ever had in reserves. And it would catch up probably close to China virtually overnight. And it's all here in the United States. But it has been, and I can tell you one of them, Dianne Feinstein's one of them that shut it off. There's so much rich history and everything we can do in this country. We don't need anybody else. We involve them so we have, the original deal was so we have income coming in to support ourselves. That was supposed to keep the taxes down. But now they figured out ways to charge us taxes and still get this stuff. And we quit producing it, so it takes jobs away, so we become more dependent on the government.
Yeah, well,
I feel that's a bullshit lie.
The system is set up for us to fail, brother. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
I get so tired of watching these newscasters say the system is broken, the system is broken. The system was not designed to be divisive and chaotic, so I would say it's working really well.
Yeah, Kaiser Sose said something, and I'm going to elaborate on that. Kaiser Sose, we have enough oil in the United States to last 200 years. Did you know there's two pockets of oil here in the United States? They're pretty deep. No one wants to drill that deep, so that's the only reason we haven't done it. It sits right here in the Midwest, southern Midwest, which is going to be basically from Nebraska down to Texas and Arkansas, Louisiana, over to New Mexico, all the way over to the Rockies, basically. And that oil reserve is so big, they said if they was to tap it, you could supply the world with oil for 1,000 years.
Easily.
And that's just one. The other one's in northern Midwest, which is up in the Nebraskas and that area, or Dakotas. And you can get over in over under Montana and that they're all included in there. It's all in that middle. And I'm not saying it's because we're in the middle, so we get to brag about it. No, it's a fact. So why in the hell are we worried about oil? Why in the hell are we worried about gold? There's plenty of that in California left, in Arizona, Nevada. There's plenty of that crap. Meanwhile, Patriot, good night, hon. Thank you for coming in. There's plenty of crap out there. We don't have to go anywhere for anything other than cheap toys. I'm sure I could whittle something out of some wood, and that'd be pretty good. It'd probably last longer. Don't take no damn batteries. Yeah, Kaiser, look it up. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the Cherokee or Cheyenne. It's called started with the CH. It's called the son of a gun. I'll look it up and I'll try to put it out tomorrow when I come on. But yeah, it's huge. That oil reserve is. They said it covers a large amount, and it's very deep. Yeah. Now, this is all through the ground penetration radars that they have found this.
There's several of them.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Finding the oil is not the issue. And leasing the land from the government is not the issue. But when you have to go through 99 permits to get drilling authorization, there's the problem.
Yep. And the funny thing is, they said, we can't drill because, we ain't got permission to drill on federal land right now. I'm sorry. That's a BS lie. Jump on private land, you can drill all you want. With horizontal drilling, hello, you can get anywhere you want. Ain't a damn thing I can do about it. Yes, Alaska was one of them. I think they're included in that one of them world's largest.
I think
they
Alaska.
said right now the one down here in the bottom is the size of Saudi Arabia, which Saudi Arabia supposedly is supposed to be the biggest right now. But yeah, there's
I believe Alaska has the largest one in the world untapped oil reserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's one of the deepest and the hardest to get to.
Yeah, we could control the oil numbers if we would be the premier supplier to the world if they'd get off their ass.
Well, and someone said Biden's blocking. Kaiser said Biden's blocking the contracts. This is intentional. He ain't the only one. Everybody's been blocking it. Now, Trump allowed when he was in. I'm going to make an exception for Trump. He didn't allow for any drilling to go on that was already not underway with all the contracts set. So I'm not going to say he denied it or whatever, but everybody else has denied the drilling. He says, no, let's open the drilling up, but he couldn't release it to some of the federal lands, like a lot of it's Alaska's and federal lands.
Yeah.
So I think Trump was kind of playing both sides of the fence there, keeping the cost way down, but yet not letting it go to the bottom to where we could buy gas for 25 cents a gallon again or 20 cents a gallon. Because,
like in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to make any money off that?
Yeah, if you go over to anywhere, Iran, Saudi Arabia, any of those foreign drilling countries, their fuel prices are virtually zero. Not even a U.S. dollar for a gallon of gas. So.
Yeah. Yes, that is correct. Then you get 200-300 miles away, and you get in some of the countries that they're bickering with, $7-8 a gallon.
Kim, they want the United States of America because of all the resources here. That's the only reason anybody goes to war with anybody, for the resources they have. It's not because of conflict or anything else. They want what they have.
And why would anybody want this place if we didn't have any resources?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
We have an unlimited supply of petroleum. We have some of the most fertile ground to grow in. It's just a perfect environment here. So I'm sure we have all the minerals we're getting from overseas, but nobody will tap into them here.
No, because they're all deemed outlawed.
Yeah, they can't. They don't want the strip mines and all that. So.
Well, yeah, there's only one. I think there's only. Domestic fuels are almost free. Expensive fuels, transport costs. Yeah, that's true, Devil Dog. I think there's only one kind of resource that is one of the biggest, and it comes out of Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Southern Africa. It comes from down there at. Oh shit! Can't think of it. But you're going to look at your diamond and your rubies and stuff like that, which you can find here, but they're not as abundant. But those come from somewhere else. But you know what? We don't have to have them to survive.
No.
You can't survive on that stuff unless you can find somebody rich to trade with you. It'll give you what you want. That stuff you don't need. Idaho has a massive cobalt mines that are worth. Oh yeah, cobalt. If people know anything about cobalt, cobalt is some of the most precious metals there are. I've dealt in cobalt and tungsten metals because I'm in the scrap business, and that's two of my favorite to run across. I want to tell you what, they're very hard material, very pricey. And if you don't mind taking a chance and sending it across seas, you can make, and wait for your money. You make 10 times the money you can here in the United States off selling it as scrap. Tungsten, I was getting here $9 in the United States. I could have got $37 out of India. A pound. And that stuff is so heavy, you can have a little piece that's about 2 inches long and a half, maybe an inch wide. That stuff's damn near 2 pounds. Yeah, there's a lot of money in that stuff. Cobalt's the same damn way.
Well,
Hey,
Tanya,
Perez, hello.
Tanya, when someone asks you why we're having shortages and inflation, just respond to them. When a very elite number of people control every aspect of your life all over the world, and we all know about the bloodline families.
Oh yeah.
That's who I'm referring to. They have the power to control everything. They determine what goes up, what goes down, where, when, how.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all an illusion to us. You cannot believe what's on the mainstream because I guarantee you it's all scripted.
It's all a lie.
Yeah. And if you
Yeah,
don't,
the weather balloon was just Biden's diaper full of inflation. Yeah, and the one they supposedly shot down, that's how you lower inflation.
If you don't think the mainstream media is scripted and
it's
controlled, I have a video somewhere, Shane, if I can find it, if you want to play it. It's very short.
Yeah, the last one I played from somebody else got me ripped down on that show from Saturday night.
Well, I don't believe this will, because it's a conglomerated video of several different newscasts all at the same time.
Okay.
Local news stations from all over the United States. Let me see if I can find it.
All right.
It's very telling on how the media is controlled. Very telling.
Yeah, they're all paid to say the same old script. That's why every one of them repeat the same damn thing in their own words.
But it's very short. It's not very long. I can probably share this with you, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can either put it in private or you can share it with me.
Okay. Yeah, just like my studio, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Identical. Yep.
Okay.
Once I see it pop up, all I have to do is click it, and we're ready to go.
As I mentioned when we first met, that's one of the goals, is to expose your son to people with similar.
Okay, it should be there now.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to click it. We'll pull it up.
And I'll hit play.
All right.
It's brief, but just pay attention to what they're saying, guys.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things that simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 What could you get?
Any questions?
Yeah. So this is extremely dangerous to our hypocrisy. To our hypocrisy.
Now.
So yes, this is extremely dangerous to our hypocrisy.
Do you see what I'm saying when I talk about it's all scripted?
Oh, we've been watching it with CNN, MSLSD, all these. Every one of them are just. I've been giggling for years over this crap that these people put out. They're like, and so when I seen CNN putting out things about the balloons, that they were Oriental in fashion, I'm thinking, well, right there we know something's a friggin' lie, because CNN put it out. And I watched their headline hits, which was one of the biggest shows they had today, and it had 1.2 thousand views. 1,200 views. And this is 6 hours after they had played it.
Jesus.
I get more than that if I have a 10-minute video of me. Half the time I'm in the bathroom checking a leak. I mean, it's sad.
Sorry, buddy. I had a text.
Well, you're good, because I heard my phone blowing up too. So I'll check your hearing disc directly. But no, it was like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Yeah, that's just a little example of what's going on right in front of our eyes.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is a well-known, old, wore-out story.
But you'd be surprised how many people haven't woken up to it yet. You know it?
Oh, it's sad.
Yeah, they still take it all as gospel.
Nose picking. I can see it. I can see you fine. I've always been able to see it. It's all good. Cobalt is a byproduct of mining. Yes, it is. Cobalt medicine bottles. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that's not true. Blue glass. Yeah, there's a lot of different things they use for cobalt. Jewelry. Oh my God. There's a list that goes on and on and on for cobalt. They use it in a lot of the well tubes that pump water or gas or whatever out. They use a lot of cobalt balls and seats.
I was looking for something I wanted to share with you tonight, Shane, and I can't find it.
All right.
Oh, well.
It's all good, bud.
Oh, I think I spent 14 hours today deep diving.
Oh, yeah. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, my brain.
It can wear on your ass.
Yeah, my brain's a little crispy right now.
All right. Yep. Can't have no more food for thought. I need some ventilation.
Oh.
No, I know it.
I did find a news article today that I thought was interesting on Axios.
Okay.
About the balloon situation.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Like
I said, I did some diving on it today myself.
This is a report from Axios, okay? Let me find the section. How they're saying that during the Trump administration there was 3 balloons.
Yeah.
Have you seen that on the news?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Anti-Jack, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. I seen you over on what was it, Big Chat or Creek? No, Big Chats. I seen you over on Big Chats. Last night, matter of fact. Went over and watched. I stayed in the background lurking. I watched y'all.
Okay, Shane.
Go ahead.
Okay. A senior defense official said today during the press briefing, Saturday, the Chinese government surveillance balloon transited the continental United States briefly at least 3 times during the prior administration, but never for this duration of time, okay?
And it was Chinese, huh?
Yeah.
Supposedly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. A spokesperson for the Pentagon told Axios on Sunday, at this time we have nothing further to add beyond what was stated during the press briefing. Okay. This is President Trump. It never happened with us under the Trump administration, and if it did, we would have shot it down immediately. That's what he told Fox.
Correct.
Okay. Trump went on to call the Biden administration incompetent and said it had claimed similar incidents had occurred during his presidency because they looked so bad as usual. Okay. A swath of former national security defense officials from the Trump administration have also disputed the claims. John Bolton, who served as the national security advisor, told Fox News that he could say with 100% certainty that no such balloon flights took place during his tenure. And he added that any such incidents before or after leaving the White House. Okay. Former Defense Secretary Mark Esper told CNN Monday he was surprised by the Pentagon's statement that similar incidents had occurred during his previous administration, that he did not ever recall someone coming into his office or reading anything that the Chinese had a surveillance balloon over the United States. John Ratcliffe, the final director of national intelligence when Trump was in office, was asked about the Pentagon's claim regarding the three Chinese surveillance balloons during an appearance on Fox News Sunday, and he flat out said, "It's not true. I can 100% refute it, and I can prove it." So.
And I was going to say, here, Harvest Mary Moon said it. Shane Phelps, it didn't happen. Biden lied and proved it. Was Gateway Pundit. I want to tell you, here's the deal. Anything that comes up about Mr. B, it's always blame Trump.
Everything.
Blame Trump. Someone shit in my pants. Blame Trump.
Yep.
It's never
Isn't
ending.
that something? It's something, man. I'm sure if they got a venereal disease, they'd had sex with him. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You talked about it and you got it because you listened to it.
Hey, that's
over a webinar.
That's their fault for not wearing a hefty bag.
Yeah, over their head. It's silly as hell. Grace Johnson, hello. And Mr. B, Grace Johnson said hello to you too.
Well, hello, Miss Grace.
Yeah. I mean, you got to wear, okay. I want to tell you what, that's pretty bad when you got to wear a body condom to get on the internet. But you're going to catch something. And trust me, I've had a few computers where I was back when I was young. I'm not going to deny it. I looked at a lot of naughty stuff. That thing had more STDs in it than I even knew about. It had more viruses and more. I mean,
Shane, I don't know where to go with that. I was always partial to Smurf porn, but my wife nipped that in the bud real quick.
oh my God, don't get that started because if you get there, I'm in trouble. And Tennessee Ridge Runner, start hitting me up about that midget porn.
Oh my God, you always get me laughing, buddy.
Are you guys drinking tonight? No,
not yet.
My God, we need to. Would be more serious.
Oh my God.
I am thinking of with Diet Coke and grab one though, because my God, that went sideways in a hurry.
Holy crap.
Oh, here we go. Here's D-Dog. I knew you was going to come in on that.
Oh yeah.
Midget porn.
No, not the M word again. We discussed this.
Little people porn.
They're vertically challenged, remember?
Right.
Yeah. Shane, he freaking kills me, brother.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I just say shit out in.
Holy crap. Okay. Woosah. Oh, I love you guys, man. You always make my day. You know,
I did get your email Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I did send you a couple back today. Sunday, I was like, I ain't answering nobody, but I ended up answering one, but it was just somebody being a butthead.
I should have known better, brother. That's one of your very few days off.
No. It's usually not that because usually my Sunday I just want to catch up with everybody.
Yeah.
But just yesterday, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not in the mood. And then I send you, I thought, damn it, I need to call him. I'll do that later. And later never hit because I never did.
It's all good.
Damn it, didn't he have my number? Call me, damn it. Nope. So I sent my number to you when I sent one of them.
Yeah, I'll check it out, buddy. I haven't even went in my email today. I've been so busy.
Yeah.
I
sent it.
We'll hook up and discuss it later, okay? For sure.
Anti-Jack, I don't think she'll have a problem with that. And Anti, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up and say something. Like I said, I normally shut down at 9 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I mean, it's a good night. There's a lot of people wanting to hang out, and I'm not going to deprive them of what they want. Usually I'd say, well, good night, y'all have a good, see you, bye. But
Shane, I can step down anytime, brother, that you want to bring people up. I have
Absolutely no. You're staying up here.
Okay, I have no problem with that. I don't have a big ego or nothing. It's
you're good. If I wanted you to step down, I'd ask you to.
Okay. I had no intentions on even. I just put you on in the background while I was working so I could listen to your show and support you and give you a thumbs up, you know.
Absolutely.
But then I heard you bad mouthing me, so I had to reply. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody had to.
I'm just kidding.
I couldn't get an answer the other way, so hell with it. I'm just going to bad mouth you live if you'll come up here and defend yourself.
I do appreciate all the kind words, brother. That was nice.
No, it's the truth. I trust me. I ain't got nothing good to say about something. I just ain't going to say nothing at all. We mesh. We have a lot. I think our brains are intertwined or something. Sure, we're not Siamese twins. Brothers from a different mother.
Yeah. No, not. Yeah, you could be. My dad was a wild man back in his day.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can't even touch that right now. And I was from Illinois. I'm going to tell you that one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when you said that, I had to scrape my jaw off the floor.
Well, then there's that lawyer, you know, and I've seen him on YouTube too, and his name is Shane Phelps. I'm thinking, all right, what the hell's going on here? Well, the dad that I don't know of, and if so, I hope it's that damn lawyer dude, because
it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, Shane. They're replacing you with a clone.
Yeah. Hey, at least you replaced me with a good one, you know, a lawyer. Someone makes some money. I shouldn't say a good one, because sometimes they're not so good.
Right. Yeah. They get taught to lie very well, don't they?
Oh my God! Yeah, they took a thing they call an oath, and it's a guarantee. They will guarantee to back that bar. I don't care if you're a defense lawyer; they back the bar, not you.
Well,
and
that's what
says it right in their oath.
It's what you go to law school for, to learn to twist a narrative for your client.
That's it.
So.
Yep, and just depends on how well you study, how good a lawyer you are.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of nice to see people actually waking up, though, don't you think? I mean, I see it more and more every day. I seen. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bub.
No. You seen what?
I seen that. I seen Tennessee was in here, and I wanted to ask him if he got my email to reply back.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He had sent me a bunch of music that he wanted me to listen to.
Oh, okay.
The other night, and I wanted him to make sure he got my reply back.
Okay.
But
Anti, I don't know what happened to you. You bounced in. I tried to pull you up. You popped up, and then you just disappeared.
Yeah, check your private, Shane.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. That'll work. That will work. Sorry to miss that. Didn't mean to pull you. No.
Well, I hope everybody's doing well today and having a blessed day. I know it's hard sometimes, but there's a positive in everything. Just got to find it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, D-Dog's back at it. I'm back. Had to watch some dwarf tossing. Everything is better now. Yeah, no, not a problem, Anti. Yeah, nope, not a problem. Go ahead. Pop and back. Pop in, drop it. I won't pull you up.
Oh my God.
Oh, I know it. Oh, and if Tennessee Ridge Runner and Professor Falkman is here, I am in trouble.
I gotta tell you, bro, that D-Dog.
He's funny as hell.
Oh man, it's like he's inside tickling me.
Yeah, he's got a comical side. He's got a serious side. When you're on the serious side, there ain't no breaking it. Too much comical side, you couldn't ask for a better guest. I'm gonna tell you what, he is.
Yeah,
he'll keep you in stitches.
He's very witty.
Jim Boswell, yes, you can come up.
Can I step away just for a second, Shane?
No, you sure can.
Thanks, buddy.
No, Jim, you're more than welcome to pop in here. So is D-Dog. I did shoot D-Dog. I did shoot you a link on your email. And if you want to wait just a little bit till we go private, that's fine too. I don't care. It's all good. Raptor Ranch, you missed a whole bunch. You missed 2 hours of great conversations and lots of people in here to talk about them. Let me see. I got something in private. Let me check it out. Okay. Now, the person that sent this to me, I need to ask one question. Is this something I can play or, excuse me, or is this something I should wait and just look at here in a little bit? I got taken down the other day for one, so Saturday. That's one of the best shows I put on for a while, and I don't want that to happen to this because this has been a beautiful show. This could be as good as that. So, there's Jim. As soon as he logs in, I can. There he is. Mr. Jim, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
I look forward to talking to Mr. B.
Oh yeah. He had to step away from it. I think he was having a little. He had to get rid of some excess fluid. I'll just say that.
Okay, it's almost like a mirror to me, and you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to subscribe to his channel. I'm glad. I'll tell you, this channel's taken off. I'm glad to see more people up here like Mr. B. They're going to start getting more than news out.
Oh yeah, he's yeah, he does deep dives Monday. He does a free for all Wednesday, and Friday's just whatever.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen him on your channel.
Yeah, this is the third time he's been up.
Okay.
I've tried to get him up for there's about a week and a half or so, but he was down kind of with a cold and didn't feel real well. So, but I was turned on to him by one of my mods, Red. And she says, "You got to check this guy out. He's got some good stuff." And he's not very, his channel's not very big, but I'm going to tell you, he puts out some good stuff. And so I went and checked him out, and I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to talk to him.
He's preaching to the choir.
Excuse me?
He's preaching to the choir, isn't he?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, aren't we?
Aren't we all?
Hey, the more people that start having channels like this, the people are going to find these channels by accident, even if they're not looking for them.
Oh, absolutely. No, Grace Johnson, I have not looked into why all the buildings are falling down in Turkey.
It's the earthquake.
Well, I knew the earthquake was they said that's what the cause of it. The ground shook pretty hard. What caused the ground shake? I have a feeling it's something to do with all the damn explosions that happens. Everybody's hearing above ground and below ground all over the world at this moment for the last 3 years. Most of them's been the last 2 years. It could be a lot of things.
Well, several of the people that have YouTube channels about earthquakes said, because I've watched some of the specials they had earlier today, that was at well over a 9. The whole earth rung.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. B, it's nice to meet you. My name is Jim.
Jim, very nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, Jim's from up in Pennsylvania. Great guy.
Well, thank you, Shane.
Well, he does. I don't know what all he does, but I know during the winter, his big line of business, he sells Christmas trees.
Yeah, I'm a tree grower, and right now with the weather, I got some work done outside. Until the weather gets a little nicer, it's hard to get much done outside.
Yeah.
I'm in my 60s. I'm semi-retired.
He's semi-retired and still body builds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm sick of doing it. Problems with deer, trying to shoot them every night for crop damage. And they usually come out after midnight. And some nights they're out here early. As soon as I open the door to go outside, they take off. And if I stand outdoors, they don't come close to where I can get them. It's a pain in the ass.
Have you been bodybuilding for a long time?
I started when I was about 12, 13 years old.
Did you know? Do you know Scott McKay?
Oh yeah,
I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was in high school, there was a guy who was 2 years ahead of me. His name was Victor Paul Tajev. I met this guy, and to this date, he still holds the Pennsylvania teenage bench press record. And around 1980 and 81, at the college he went to, he broke the collegiate bench press and clean and jerk record. And he got mixed up with Joe Weider of Muscle Builder and Power Fitness magazine.
Yes.
And he's a world-renowned sports chiropractor.
Yep.
Cool.
He inspired me, even if you stuck at it, part of his genetics. Figure some people, I would never have the strength he had when I was in my prime. But I figure, hey, the kind of work I do, like, long story short, I went to help my dad when I was a kid because he had a nursery. And back in those days, they didn't have these small, narrow tractors like Kubota makes. And my dad had all nurseries back in those days in the 60s, 70s, even before that. These walk-behind rotary tillers made by a company called Howard. Well, trying to turn one of those things around when you got to the end of the row was a big effort. You're talking about a machine 20 inches wide that weighs, depending on the motor, that has two wheels that weighs 750 to 800 pounds.
Wow.
And just to start the thing with the hand crank. So and I stuck to it. The kind of work I do, it's all physical work, except for when I'm running the tractor.
Well, you'll appreciate this, but I work out constantly all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this curl technique.
Yeah, 12 ounces at a time.
Is that impressive, bro?
Well, I drink a few every night. I gotta watch.
Yeah, you got competition now, everybody. I'm competing on your level.
Jim, I'm just messing with you, brother.
Well, I'm getting arthritis in my right hand. I've had to cut back on the amount of weight I use for barbell curls. Well, what can you do?
Now he's sticking to 12 and 16-ounce bottles of beer.
There you go.
And no matter what you do, we can't prevent aging. You figure the body oxidizes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All we can do is try our hardest.
That's what I told Shane the other night, man. My motor runs like a Ferrari, but my chassis needs to go to the junkyard.
Yeah, putting a Ferrari motor in a Pinto is not a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it has a cast iron block and not an aluminum block.
Yeah, I know that's right. I'll get some longevity if nothing else. Maybe I can bore it out a time or two.
When did you start your channel, Mr. B?
probably not quite 2 years ago on Facebook. I just recently come over here about 3 weeks ago. So
Did you have problems on Facebook with censoring?
well, I've been broadcasting to both, but yeah.
Okay.
The censorship on Facebook is real.
Oh yeah. It's almost as bad as YouTube.
It's worse. It's worse, Shane. It is.
Oh, I'm glad I got away from that in 2009, 2010. Then.
Well, I posted earlier today that I would no longer be streaming on Facebook again.
Oh wow.
YouTube only. So if they want to follow me, they need to come here.
Well, that's what I was telling Justin TV is go over to Twitch too. It's a
Yeah.
gaming channel. It's a younger, but here's the thing about it: you'll start getting these younger generations, in the 20s, and if you can get just one or two of them that are huge, they will follow you because they're looking for individuals that have something comical, not only that, something intelligent to say because they can't find it where they're at.
Yeah.
We started doing that on another show, and it is blowed up. And I've got a few that come over from Twitch to watch me, and the other ones we could see them at the same time coming from Twitch. There is a huge following over there, and then we went to it was a podcast for a while. That one got as big as the home channel here on YouTube.
Wow.
And that was only in just about 3 to 6 months.
I've heard of Twitch, but I've never investigated it.
Yeah, and you go over and you watch it, you'd think it's a bunch of punk ass kids, but I'm gonna tell you what, some of them kids are sharp as they get.
Sure.
They just don't know no difference. So when they find something good they like to watch, man, they'll flock in and you'll get overrun. I've had Twitch come in to my show, and when I first started, because of my nephew, and I was on my nephew's, and everybody knew my name as Bicentennial 1-2.
Do you have a channel on Twitch, Shane?
No, my nephew does, but everybody knows me because of my nephew's channel.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's when he says, "Hey, I want to go watch my brother," and he used to mod for us over on Twitch on another channel I was on. I was on for damn near 2 years. Maybe it was 2 years, but anyway. And everybody just got used to, hey, it's Ben's uncle, or Captain Finger.
Yeah, Captain
and
Finger.
Come over. Yeah. They used to call me Captain Finger because when I was on the show, I was never rude. I'd be on panel, and I'd hold up my first finger. Not my middle one, but I hold up my first finger and wait. Yeah, Jim knows it. Most everybody that's old timer around me knows where Captain Finger comes from. I'd hold up my finger, and then they would call on me because I wasn't going to step on nobody's toes or over talk anybody.
Yeah.
I just don't, that's why I don't have huge panels anymore.
I don't like Facebook because it's gotten too political. I have liberal nieces. If you're a liberal and you want to post something on Facebook, it's very liberal, fine. You post anything conservative. My wife has a Facebook account, and it's just private with family members. And I have one for the business. That's it. I don't have a personal account. And then too many people that have Facebook accounts, where people they haven't seen since high school start, contacting them. I'm thinking, if somebody wanted to contact me and they've waited over 40 some years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can count my true friends that I trust on one hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's right. Joanne Blando. Hello.
Devil dog, I'm not responding to you.
Well, my wife and I are both homebodies. We get invited to family functions on her side and my side, and we decline. We'd rather just stay home and keep to ourselves. And my wife and I have an ongoing joke. We hate just about everyone.
Equal opportunity haters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hate everybody equal.
I love everybody as long as they're good to me.
That's how we feel. It's like we don't need to be dragged into people's bullshit, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
conservative, I hope that's a good length. It actually shows something, because a lot of it's been speculation and no one can make anything out of it. But Conservative Cowboy puts out some neat, interesting stuff, and he's always dropping great stuff. So I'm not going to ever discount what he says, but some of it, we just got to go by the lengths he sends. Take everything he just puts out the title, and he does a good job. He really does.
And Rumble is a great site for information.
It can be. That's just like Telegram and some of them other ones.
Yeah.
Do I want fully enveloped by Telegram and some of them?
No.
D Live, you can go over there, and there's some of it's pretty good. There's some of it's just plumb full of horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
True Social and Lindell stuff. Some things you find over there is pretty freaking interesting.
Yes.
I even went over to 107's. He's got a platform. He built his own platform and everything. I went over to some of his. Some of it's pretty knowledgeable. I didn't ever join in because I just didn't think it was suitable for me. I'm not going to say the information was bad. I just didn't.
Yeah. I'm still 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to Juan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure where to fall with him.
Here's what got me. If Juan wouldn't have been Juan the way he did it, my thing with Juan was, and I'm going to say this out loud, and hopefully somebody gets this to. It wasn't what he said; it's how he said it. He would never answer a damn question.
Never a direct one.
No, he never answered a question. Let me go about it this way. He gave you this big runaround story about the Book of Ezra. That's all you ever got.
Yeah. Too long, drawn out.
Yeah. It takes 2 hours to say 15 seconds what could have come out.
Yeah.
Who in the hell wants to sit there and listen to this horse shit for 2 hours?
A 2-minute question that turns into a half-hour lecture that has nothing to do about nothing.
Exactly, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
He would be a terrible witness for a court trial.
Oh my God.
Oh no! If he's on your side, he'd be awesome because everybody else would be asleep and they'd forget about it.
By the time the jury got done, their head would be spinning. What?
Yeah. They'd be going, God is guilty. What? God had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I think some of the stuff he says may be factual, but it's very hard to decipher.
Well, they said on ABC News, because I like to watch a little of the other side just to hear what they're preaching.
Oh, yeah, you got to know. Yeah, you got to hear what's coming out. That way we know the spin on what's going to go on.
Yeah.
Well, there were propellers and a rudder on the balloon. So, I mean, all that's new was being controlled by somebody or something.
Yeah, it was maneuverable remotely, but moderately maneuverable. I mean, they could get it in a general direction, but...
No, absolutely. I got to say something. Bambi S., welcome and thank you for the kind words. Always a pleasure. Always. Thank you.
It's a shame they didn't have a crossbow that could reach that altitude just to take the air out of the balloon instead of using, the Sidewinder missile.
Well, they're not gonna tell me.
Well, here's something you got to back up. Think about it. Sidewinder missile is a heat seeker. This is where the story goes stupid. Sidewinder missile is heat seeking. A balloon has no heat signature, so it was not that. I'm sorry, it could have been a 50 cal out of an F-16 or something. But a Sidewinder is a heat-seeking missile. There's no heat coming out of a balloon.
Yeah.
A hot air balloon would barely breathe enough signature to be hit. This is not a hot air balloon. This is a helium-filled balloon. This is a dirigible that is not carrying people. It is carrying either intelligence or some kind of crap. Now, this is my take on it. Now, somebody can correct me if I am mistaken, but a Sidewinder is a heat-seeking missile. No heat comes out of these balloons. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead. y'all go ahead. I have to say that because I did. That was one of the things I found today.
Well, I was just going to say, Shane, with the military experts, they're experts in pinpointing trajectory, wind directions, ballistics. They can take a terrorist out in a Jeep in the middle of a desert 3/4 of the way across the world, but they can't shoot that balloon down and know precisely where it's going to land without hitting anybody and when to hit it and where it would carry to and know exactly. No.
Bingo. There's a lot of bullshit in that story.
Yeah.
They wanted the evidence damage. That, like you said earlier, they could have used a bullet. Plus, now everybody knows the ceiling of an F-22 jet.
Yep.
Because there was talk that an F-15 or F-16 couldn't reach the altitude to hit it with bullets.
Yeah.
Well, and see, a balloon, a spy balloon or any weather tracking balloon can reach the altitude of 80,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one that'll go up to 79,000 feet that will successfully get to that range without any repercussions on the pilot. Only one that I know of.
But we do have unmanned drones surveillance drones that go up to 60 and 70,000 feet.
I don't think these balloons were that high, and here's why I'm saying this. When you can see them from your house, sorry, they're not that high.
Yeah.
Think about it. 36,000 feet, you're above the clouds, mostly. Not all of them, but for the big part of it, you're above the clouds. I'm sorry. Tell me how much more shit people want to put out there. Something don't make sense in these stories.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of BS, bro.
Yes, and I hate to come out that way, but it's just nothing. And I say this about a lot of things. When I don't feel, in my mind, it makes sense, it normally comes out that I was right. Not saying I am, but it just don't make sense.
Could someone have measured the altitude with, let's say, a range meter like hunters use with safety zones? It probably won't reach far enough.
I don't think it would go far enough.
You know what? I don't know.
I'm not even sure how wide the actual balloon part was. If that thing was up 60,000 feet, I don't think that. Let's say the balloon was 120 foot across. It wouldn't look very big from the ground at 60,000 feet.
Yeah, and you've got all these photographers that can take pinpoint images of a crater in the moon, but nobody in the United States could get a close-up photo of the undercarriage of that balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is where this goes back to my theory on every time we see a UFO and it's put out by the government, looks like a 1940s camera took the damn picture.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my cell phone can take better pictures than your crap, and we pay billions of dollars for your crap.
Yeah.
Where'd that money really go? Let's upgrade some equipment. Get a cell phone. That would be handy.
That's one thing people need to keep in mind. Military and government intelligence equipment is probably 40 to 50 years more advanced than what we even know about compared to what we see in everyday life.
Not if they take pictures.
Yes.
Not if they take pictures. Go look.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the ones over the friggin' coast. All these UFOs have the same damn picture look as a 1947 camera before the Roswell. Yeah, or at the time of right after the Roswell. It's a BS lie.
They're giving us what they want us to see.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's and you see some of these videos you see out on let's say social media about UFOs. I have never seen worse camera footage in my life. Now, am I going to say there's bad? No. The good ones probably never get portrayed. But that's not what people put. It's not what the government and these news stations put out.
Right.
They put out shitty videos that can be either debunked or it looks like a freaking hoax. They don't put out good shit. I've taken pictures of the sun with my phone and I go look at it because it hurts my eyes to look at the sun. I go look at the sun through my phone after I take a picture. They say, "Oh, don't do that. It'll ruin your bullshit." It doesn't hurt my phone a bit.
Yeah.
So I take a picture of it and I look at it and I'm like, That's nothing what they're showing us on TV. That
Yeah.
sun does not look like that. And I've got it zoomed in as far as I can get it.
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jim.
okay, the clarity of some of the old silent movies I've seen broadcast on cable TV is better than any of the UFO videos. You figure some of those, I was just looking through channels the other night, some of those silent movies from 1921, yeah, there's a lot to be desired, but they look clearer, sharper than any of the UFO videos.
Grace Johnson. I'm not going to disagree with that. The planes now can only go 50,000 feet because that's what most of the high intense planes can go. The slow ones that were non-sonic back in 60, and the planes are still operational. And the 60, it wasn't a Warthog.
SR-71 is about the highest flying plane they've ever
Yeah, it
developed.
could get up to 83,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yes, it could get up to 83,000 feet. And that you can go look that up. It is because I looked it up because I thought, no, I've heard of them going there.
Yeah, that's one of our high surveillance aircraft.
Well, and they don't go there for very long or very much because they don't need to.
Yeah, and they've got these surveillance drones that can be 100 miles off a coastline and gather information halfway across the country.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't have to be on top of it to get it. They can get real-time information. You know,
And how do we know the balloon wasn't really from our own country?
yes.
That's what I've been thinking.
Yeah, we were discussing that the other night.
I don't believe that they're from another country. I think it was launched right here. I think they're ours. They may say made in China because they may have been.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right friggin' now, there ain't no way a hot air balloon's going to come across the ocean and get within 200 miles of us. I don't care if they're doing. The other day I said something, and I got thinking about it. That was dumb to say. Maybe they're doing a military training program with China. So, okay, maybe they'd allow it in. Bullshit. They're not going to allow that in here to get intel on us. Even we could receive it all, intercept it and receive it all and block their channel from being dispersed back to them. We're still not going to allow it because there is that slim chance it's recorded and they can bring it back. I feel it's a lie.
The only thing I have a problem with was if it did not originate in China, why are they taking responsibility for it? I don't understand.
Wait a minute. Look where you got that information from. CNN, MSNBC.
I don't watch
That's
either
where the
of those.
information's going. China admits. And the Chinese have called out CNN and MSNBC and MSLSD, whatever the hell it is, many a times on, we never said that.
Well,
That's a bullshit lie.
I haven't seen that side.
Yes. And so I think it's a bullshit lie. There's been balloons up here forever. I remember watching Monkey Works 3 years ago, and there's been 5 or 6 up over the United States at one time.
Yes. That's
So it's like, what in the hell? We got 4 or 2 over the United States, and everybody's panicking.
Yeah.
You know why?
That's who I go to for my aerial information
That's
too.
why.
Yeah, I follow Monkey just for the aerial information.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he's the best out there as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, everything the MSM says is with a motive. Bambi, yes, you are correct. Yeah, Mr. B put out something a second ago, and he played it here. It's all a script they're reading, they're putting out, just to get their numbers up over 1.2 thousand people watching their show at one time. It's because they got to put out something. They got to make everybody fear porn and all that bullshit.
And all these major media outlets are controlled or owned, or either they're either owned or the top investors are three corporations that own all the media in all the world.
Yep.
Or all the top media anyway.
Well, Mr. Poe on Twitter, wow, I still don't know what to think of the guy. Some of his older posts say 3 balloons, 3 sky events, whatever that means.
I know what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he's deep state or not.
All right. Now they're going off some of that Q shit.
Yeah.
And that's a 4-year delta. I remember hearing about that. I've never followed Q, and I will not follow Q. And here's the thing. I can make a prediction right now, and if it takes 10 years to happen, it's a 10-year delta.
Yeah. Well, I can predict in 50 years without a doubt I'm going to be pushing up daisies.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how bogus it is. Look at Nostradamus.
And I can predict probably sometime tomorrow I'm going to go decimate the bathroom.
I'm not even going to predict that. I'm going to guarantee if I wake up above dirt, I'm going to blow it up.
Well, Ramona Perez, it was actually the film Up on the Way, My Beautiful Balloon. You remember that, Mr. B, right?
Up and away?
Yeah, My Beautiful Fifth Dimension, Age of Aquarius.
Yeah. We did that song in 6th grade musical in grade school, that Aquarius. We did that song.
Yeah. Do you do any live streams with other guests on this show?
Do I?
Yeah.
I never have, no. But I always have an open panel night. I think I'm just too new that nobody's discovered me, But I'm not beyond it, because usually certain night of the week I'll do an open panel, any topic, not off limits,
By God, maybe I can help a little bit. I'll try it again tonight. Anybody and everybody that's still in here, if you all would, please go over and check out Mr. B. Subscribe to him. And if you don't like what he puts out, you can always unsubscribe. But by God, go check him out, give him a thumbs up, and share him out. And let's try to help this boy out, get his station to where he's got somebody to listen to him. Poor guy, he's funny as hell. Somebody needs to listen to this guy.
Shane, that's not necessary, brother.
I know, but it's the least I can do for you.
Well, thank you. I had to turn my phone down because it was my notifications was blowing up from all the new subscribers tonight.
Well, I got it. And I should have caught it. I wish you'd have been on there when I was like 170 something. I'd have done it again then.
Oh, and by the way, everybody in the community, thank you very much for subscribing. It means a lot to me. It really does.
Well, all of us share, because all of us are involved with other people's channels.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I hate that me and him are on the same time, but I'm not going to ask him to change mine. I know he's not going to ask me to change his, so I'm going to support him all I can. And we're going to get together when we can.
You don't have to. I'm in the process of restructuring, Shane.
Well, so I thought about changing some of mine again too, but
no, you've been here a long time. You're established. You've got your community. Let me do it on my end because I'm new.
Yeah, but I was wanting another day off. I was thinking about dropping Wednesdays. And here's the deal: it's not because I don't want to be on Wednesday. It's just I need a break from actually running the show, and I'd rather just go join one because when I'm done, I'm out.
Well, I am going to change some nights, though, so we don't conflict. But I don't want you to change because everybody's used to you. I don't want you to change. And Kaiser Sose. Shh, I got you.
And Devil Dog, no, I'm not shooting my man crush. I just have a good time with this guy, and I'll support him.
Yeah, none of us can be on 2 shows at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. No, I know people that jump back and forth to shows. I got some that's in here tonight that's jumping back and forth to a couple of shows.
Yeah,
and here's the deal. I don't blame them. It's not their fault. They just like to watch everybody, so they got to divide their time.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. I mean, I would never ask somebody, don't go watch this guy because I don't like him, or if you watch that channel, you can't come to mine. You got your own mind. Do what you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, stuff
Greg has
happens.
something for you. Hang on just a second. Let me put this on. I think Shane and Mr. B need to go to Vegas, get a couple tigers, and start a magic show.
No way. You seen what happened to the Tiger Act out there? Didn't that guy get chewed up or killed or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I know he got maimed. I didn't know if he ever died from it or not, but I know he got maimed.
You know who I'm talking about, that well-known act out there years ago.
Oh, yeah, the two guys that had all the tigers, the white tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Come
the bad
on,
thing
folks.
is, a white tiger is too much inbreeding, and they're half deaf and half blind. And after a while, they go just plumb nuts, and it happened.
Well, they're not pets. There's a reason they're called a wild animal, people. Come on. Duh.
Well, we got to say this. Now, wait a minute. Can you
What's their
imagine
name?
this? Now, here's something for your imagination. Just a second, Jim. Back in the day, when we as Indians, we domesticated dogs because dogs were wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we started breeding them and making all these kind of, okay. Can you imagine, and then you got an attack dog, get them, Can you imagine if we would have spent our time domesticating rattlesnakes? Can you imagine laying on the couch watching a show with a rattlesnake curled up next to you instead of your dog curled up next to you?
Man.
And you say, get them? You'd only say that once because the guys wouldn't come back no more because they'd be dead.
Don't give my wife any ideas, brother.
What was the name of those two guys that had the show? I can't think of it.
I can't for the life of me.
Yeah, I can't either. It was a famous act.
They even had they were
Was it Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah, that's it.
Siegfried and Roy. Yes.
Yeah.
That was it. Yep.
There's no one
Raptor
that would ever hug a lion.
Raptor Ranch. I don't know. He said, Mr. B, did you have a question?
Maybe he's just comment you was funny or something.
Oh, okay.
Right, Jim, go ahead. You was going to say something a second ago, and I apologize.
Then Mr. B answered my question with Siegfried and Roy because I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, I don't know why I have a lot of useless information in my head, Jim. It just popped in there. It's like a filing cabinet.
Same here with me. It's locating where it's stored some of the time.
Yeah.
Here's a food for thought for you. This is funny as shit. A couple of guys I used to play pool with all the time. He says, "You're like Paul Harvey." I said, "What the hell do you mean?" He goes, "You are so full of a lot of good, useless information."
Shane, I used to get Paul Harvey where I'm at on an AM from radio. The station was either 710 or 760 in New York City, had him on every morning.
Yes. I listened to Paul Harvey ever since I was born till the time he turned it over to his Paul Jr., and then it went to Mike Huckabee. And I want to tell you what, I even like listening. I didn't like his boy much, but I liked Huckabee when he came on. But yes, I used to listen to Paul Harvey daily.
I think he's a very intelligent man.
I think he was. Oh, I still go back and listen to some of his stuff he put out in the 60s, and he predicted what was going on now back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I used to listen to George Norrie religiously.
So I didn't know him.
When I was out on the road.
I've listened to George. Actually, George Norrie's taken over late night AM. He's on the Big Talker around here in Philly, 12:10 a.m. But some of the guests he has on there go a little off the deep end.
Yes.
Like the shadow people.
Yeah.
How I mentioned this to Shane before, how they can see us, but we can't see them because they're looking at us from a different dimension.
Yeah, but isn't everything they're broadcasting old reruns now? Because I'm pretty sure he retired about 10 years ago.
I think George Norrie's still doing some live stuff. Actually, some of his shows, I found it by accident on YouTube. His website changes every day. I haven't listened to that really much in over a year.
You're right. It's the guy, Art Bell. Yes. Thank you, Al Bundy.
I think, Yeah,
Art is who George took over for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then George has guest hosts, and it's just not the same. And then the thing with Paul Harvey, part of it is when Paul got up in years, it was the sound of his voice. It's just like certain actors in Hollywood. It's not just their acting ability; it's their unique voice that gave them a following.
I haven't listened to him since I quit driving. That's been several years, but some of his programs were really fascinating. Some were pretty far out there, like you said.
Oh, he's had some good shows about, Nibiru, Planet X.
Yeah.
If you want to believe in that.
Hello, Conservative Patriot. And D-Dog says, so the tiger enjoyed eating fruit, and he's talking about Siegfried and Roy.
I'm not touching.
Then one show I heard years ago about it, and there was even a TV show, I think in the late 60s about it. What if there's another planet like Earth on the opposite side of the sun we can't even see?
Oh, what if it's closer than that? How in the hell are we going to know?
Yeah.
How in the hell are we going to know? Hell, it could be on the front side of Pluto. Since it don't rotate and it don't move, it just kind of moves around the sun, supposedly. It'll just following the, what do they call that? Just following the, when everybody else do it, you just follow it, whatever they call that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
I skimmed across an article today when I was researching that they had just recently found some more moons around Saturn, which brought the total up to like 100 moons.
Well, I don't doubt it. And they're probably just asteroids.
Yeah, who knows?
No, they're just big ass rocks around there.
Yeah, how big is the diameter for it to be a moon? And it could take years to know if it has a consistent orbit around the planet or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It'd take more years than they've been studying it. It's just more shit to talk about. Hey, look over here, not right here on ground level. Just more shit.
Okay, good night, honey. Thank you for subscribing.
Mr. B, have you ever heard of an author by the name of Emmanuel Velikovsky?
I don't believe so.
God, I have.
Russian author. He was a friend of Albert Einstein's. He wrote 3 books. I'll tell you, a lot of stuff that's going on the planet, I think, can be explained by what he theorized in his books decades ago. Worlds in Collision, Earth in Upheaval, and Ages in Chaos. It makes for good reading.
I might check into that.
Yeah, because, I did look. I have seen some of it.
The last time I was on with Devil Dog, my dad had these books. I started reading these books when I was in like 4th or 5th grade.
Right.
And I wanted to do a book report on it. And I thought, I'd do a book report on this. The teacher's going to think I've lost my mind.
Yeah, teachers tend not to like it when you become a little bit brighter than they are.
Teachers always asked me, because I was always laughing and giggling my all my high school years, are you on drugs?
Oh, shit.
Never touched them a day of my life at that time. I'm looking at them going, I said at that time, because at 18 I didn't want to look up. But before that, I was like, why? Why would you ask something silly like that? Because you're always happy. I said, what? So I'm supposed to walk around like a teacher? And I just walked off. I was always in a good mood. I was doing what I wanted to. I was in a good mood.
And look at it like this. We gotta enjoy what we have. We gotta make the most of what we have. Because there's always somebody that has it off far worse than we do.
That's it, brother.
Absolutely.
There's good in everything if you look. I mean, there is good in everything, and you're not going to tell me that when they put me in a hearse that life ceased to exist. I think there's more than this.
Same here.
Why worry about it? We're going to continue on.
Because I lost both of my parents in the past 2 years.
And they're probably in a better place, brother. I'm sorry to hear that for you. I understand the grieving process, and funerals are for the living. They're not for the dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that you go to a better place or a higher existence or, something. There's something more.
Well, I hope someday I can see all the dogs I've had that have passed away.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife would be having a fit because we'd all be on the ground licked.
Well, there's a lot of people I want to see, and there's a couple I want to punch. So
that's why you want to see them.
Yeah.
My parents had a good life. My dad made it to just about 97. My mom died right before she turned 94, so they had a good life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, death is part of life.
Exactly.
And we got to live in the present. We can't dwell in the past.
Well, and here's something that people always forget about. God created earth, and this is heaven on earth. Right now, we're living to hell.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're going to go somewhere else. Why in the hell are you going to go to heaven when He created heaven on earth?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be anywhere but right here, even after in the afterlife, because He created this for us, but He wanted this to be a utopia, not a dystopia, is what I'm going to say. He didn't want this to be crooked and evil. He wanted this to be a beautiful place that everybody can get along. But He gave us free will, and we screwed it up. We screwed it up. And we blame the devil for that. You know what? Blame man. Man did it. Just like God. Everybody says, God damn it. You know, I want to tell you something about that word. God didn't damn a damn thing. Every damn you ever seen was man-made. It's man damn it. It's man damn it.
That's a fact.
So why in the hell, if He designed this for humans that He made in His replica, why in the hell would He want you here until He drags you up to heaven? Don't make no damn sense. He wants us right here where He put us. Would that not make sense?
If you don't believe that God put us here as a place for pure love, all you have to do is look at the face of a child. Everything they see is pure unconditional love. They don't see race. They don't see politics. They don't see gender. They don't see black and white, right and left. They don't see none of that.
They don't see differences. They see unity. They see mankind, period.
They don't change until society changes them.
That's it.
Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to look at everything through the eyes of a child, guys? I mean, honest to God.
Absolutely, and see what they can see, because we've been blinded by ignorance.
Yes.
A child has not. And trust me, I would not believe that, but the last two children I've had that stayed upstairs, young, very young, 1 to 3 to 4, that I have stayed upstairs, have told me things that I've had to bless this place so many times, or try to, because they're seeing and talking to things I cannot see, and it has never bugged me even when I stayed up there.
Yes.
And so now I've had to try to do that. I don't know how to do it correctly, but when it's a young man, a little boy, and then a couple of years later, now it's the 3-year-old that's here now, I'm like, there is some evil going on in this world. And they're seeing it, and they have the eyes to see it, because they haven't been convinced that it doesn't exist. It does exist, that there ain't all this confusion. All they know is what they see and what they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'll really sit back and look, there's times that she's really frantic up there by herself, and everybody's down here, and I'll go up just to see if I can see something, and she'll point at a corner, and I look up and there's nothing there, and I'm like, I'll just try to bless the room and bless it, and that's all I can do.
Yeah.
And then she's okay for a while, but I see things out of both of them. I've never seen that of children when I was growing up in other places, and I don't know if it's the people that's coming here, or if it's me, or if it's just the place.
Yeah.
But this is just what I'm seeing, and this is in the kids' eyes, not mine. Because I don't believe in a lot of that horse shit, but yet I'm going, there's got to be something to this. Two different children, not related, several years apart, or at least a year and a half apart.
Yeah.
There's something to this. and they haven't been here in 2 years apart. I know of.
And animals are notorious. Animals are notorious for spotting things.
Oh, absolutely. Because they're the same way children are. They haven't been told to believe one way of thinking.
Yes. They see things for what they actually
they
are.
can fly. They said the wings of a fly are not big enough to make a fly fly. You know what they can? Because they haven't been told they can't.
Shane, children are looking at things from a different perspective. They're looking at it through the eyes of being innocent.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. If you've ever had a child or a grandchild and you've looked into their face,
you can see terror.
You can't tell me that you've never experienced true unbridled love for somebody. You know? And if we could, as a human race, project that onto other people, that would make this a lot better place to live in.
Oh, absolutely. Quit pushing your beliefs and just go by what's real.
Yeah, just love one another.
The golden rule. I keep saying that. I don't know how many times. I'm like a broken record. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Sure.
That is the whole problem in the world. And it's a problem elsewhere on the internet and YouTube, everywhere you go. I've seen TV evangelists. It's the same thing. You gotta treat others the way you want them to treat you.
Yeah, you gotta remember, folks. There's one race in this world, and that's the human race.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And until we all come together, we're not gonna evolve humanity to the next plateau, I believe.
You're exactly right. We won't go to the next dissension, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, we're going to go to another dimension or anything. We just will not elevate ourselves to go to the acceptance of knowing the truth of life.
Yeah.
Exactly. To read life is one thing, but knowing to understand the truth of life.
That's well said, Shane. Yes.
Anybody can make life.
Here, we can all see, but look at all the people they see, but their eyes deceive them.
Yeah.
Kaiser says, what do you call a fly with no wings? A walk. I got to call people in here. Red. Yes, I did forget my ticker on the bottom. I apologize. I'm already an hour and 10 minutes late. Past getting off here, so I'm not even going to put it up now. But I've got too many people in the room to just give up on this crowd. This crowd is awesome. I love it.
Hey, folks, everything that I'm spewing is opinion based only. It's my opinion. Form your own.
10 years ago was alcohol induced opinions, and it was blame the alcohol.
And please don't blame Shane for anything I say.
Oh, I'm glad I got to meet you tonight, Mr. B.
Oh, Jim, me too, brother. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm always good company. Yeah, I'm a little bit. Some people probably think I'm a little crazy because of my interest in. Because my YouTube channel, it's basically stuff with farming and stuff with loudspeakers. What do you mind? Would you mind telling me what's your first name?
My friends and family call me Butch, and I don't mind anybody that knows that. My name's Butch.
Okay, Butch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if y'all don't want to call me Mr. B, you're more than welcome to call me anything but late for dinner, okay?
Oh, yeah. And that's a B-U-T-C-H, not a B-I-T-C-H.
Yeah, well, I've been called a lot worse, believe me.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again sometime, Butch.
Yes, sir, absolutely. I enjoyed the conversation.
Same here. Well, I enjoy talking to Shane, too.
Oh, I just love this guy, Jim. He's a breath of fresh air, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you what, it's different shows. When you're on different shows, there's a different demeanor in every show. And here, like I said, I would rather laugh and giggle, and we still talk about serious shit, but I'd much rather laugh and giggle. That's how I've always been my whole life, laughing and giggling. And a lot of people haven't known me since I started on YouTube 2.5 years ago that I would rather just have a blast.
Thank you.
And you really helped bring it out in me.
Well, I apologize.
And D Dog has helped a bunch. A lot of people give me shit everywhere I've been, and that I enjoy. It's not because they're giving me shit; it's because they're making me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't care about the rest. It's making me laugh, whatever it is. And trust me, I was never so down. The first year I was on YouTube live, I was straight actor, serious, 16 hours in, research every day just so I could talk for an hour and a half, 2 hours,
Yeah.
sometimes 4 hours. And it just really made me a bitter old man. And when I got back to who I am, even my brother could tell. He's like, "Man, you're getting cranky. You're connected. I don't even like coming over anymore." And he works for me, so he has to come over.
Brother,
And
you should never change and conform to what anybody wants you to be. Always be you.
and I've told everybody that, and I've even told myself that. And yet, what happened? It slowly changed me, and I was like, I got a hold of a few channels. I just started to end up having a blast. I started mine. I was real serious because, man, I didn't want to be a failure. That's anybody.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a failure. And now I'm like, the heck with it. I'm going to go out and have a good time. If people don't want to hear it, then go somewhere you enjoy it. If you want to hear it, I'm right here.
Absolutely. And excuse me, Shane.
Go ahead.
Oh, Kaiser. Thank you very much, Kaiser, and it's very nice to meet you also.
Kaiser, great dude. Kaiser Sosei is a great dude.
And expounding on what you just said, Shane, good or bad, folks, what you see in me is me. This is the real, genuine me. Whether you meet me on a street, in a restaurant, or sitting here bullshitting with Shane, this is what, it is what it is.
Absolutely. I'm the same. I'm like, I'll sit down and eat with anybody. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to giggle. I guarantee it. Whether you giggle with me or not, I will giggle about something.
Absolutely. I love to laugh. It's very cathartic, man.
I'm going to tell you what, it takes a lot of pains away that you felt all day. I promise.
You can just feel it go out, can't you?
Oh, it just flushes your body, man.
Yeah. It's a great thing. It's a great thing.
Yeah, the whole trick of being on a live stream is just being yourself.
I believe that. I do, Jim. Yeah.
And
Why put on a facade for something that you're absolutely not,
And the thing is, I'm sure you've seen it already. It's like what goes on with live streams. You got people out here with channels and they're monetized, and all they're concerned about is subscribers, and it gets kind of competitive. That's why I like to participate in the channels like Shane's Prepping 101s, even Robert, when I have a chance, in the afternoons if I'm home. It's like I've learned you got to choose what channels you participate in very wisely. Because I don't want to get mixed up with any kind of bickering, feuding with people. Life's too short.
I agree with you,
and you're going to get that anywhere you go, but you got to decide how much of the shit am I going to put up with, and if it's just a little bit squabble, but it's it's going to. You can always tell when it's going to be okay. It's like they just got to work out their two little differences. That's fine. But when it shows up too long and it just keeps going on and on and on, it's time to bail. Rose Young, thank you. Yes, you have seen me on another show, and you seem thank you. I appreciate the hell out of that. And
that's a great thing, Shane.
Oh, absolutely. People knew me when I was very serious. People used to make fun of me because I'd sit up there straight laced, arms crossed on the table, and just reciting everything and my opinions on it. And I was very firm. And when I started this, I was like, no, I want to be the community channel. I want to be. Everybody can come in. We can talk about anything you want. This is the lounge. If anybody's ever been into a lounge, you'll know. You'll sit down with
Oh
people you
yeah.
don't even know and just talk about anything. And it is a blast. By the time you leave, it's like, son of a gun, where's this been my whole life? This
It's
is
like
what life's made of.
it's like going to a party some nights,
Absolutely.
and you won't get you don't have to worry about getting a DUI driving home.
Well, like
And that's
Shane's,
it.
like
That's
Shane
it.
has always said, if it wasn't for this community to converse with, we might as well be turn our chair to the corner and talk to the wall.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. No sense turning the computer on if we ain't got to chat, somebody to conversate with, and that's the biggest thing I can tell anybody. And it took me a while to learn that myself. So this is not information coming from me or my advice. This comes from somebody else. But yes, you've got to involve the chat into the conversation
Yep.
and acknowledge them, because if not, you might as well go just throw your shit out the window, because that's where it's going to go.
Absolutely,
That
buddy.
chat is the only thing we have for us to have a show. And I
Well,
love my chat. I love the people that come in here. And they not only my panel guests, but my chat is, and my mods. My mods are awesome. I'm
oh,
going to tell you.
yeah, awesome.
Well, I'm proud to say I've made some good friends on YouTube, and they all know who they are.
That's a good.
Grace,
That's good.
oh, yeah. Grace Johnson, you're more than welcome to tell me anything. You've been around a long time. Even if I take it a little wrong, I'll just ask you.
Yeah, Grace has a nice channel. She likes to videotape
Grace is a good person.
Uh,
Great.
she, she loves to videotape stuff going on, and we're in her neck of the woods, which is New York City. And the only thing you got to be careful with Grace is she might make a late night food run.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. You hungry? You go eat.
Why is that? She's already on Tim's show until it's over, and she's in the East Coast like I am, and it's like I can only stay up so late.
Oh yeah, and that's like I said, I'm usually a little later in the evenings. I usually try to go to bed at least by 3 o'clock. Sometimes it hits 4, and then I'm up by 10 or 11. Sometimes 8, depending on what day I've got going. In those days, I try to really watch out for it and get to bed a little early, but it does happen that I stay up. And sometimes if it gets to the point where 2 hours before I go to bed and I have to get up here in 2 hours, I'll just stay up because I'm more awake and alert and know what the hell's going on than trying to be all groggy for 2.5 hours. I'll just stay up. And then once I get everybody, delegated out, I'll go lay down and take a nap. I'm like, okay, yeah, it sounds good.
Well,
let me make, yeah, and that's when you see my show is advertised real early, like 1 o'clock or so in the afternoon, because usually I wait till 5. But if you see it at like 1 or 12, that's because I'm fixing to lay down and I don't want to have to work with it later. I need a nap. I haven't slept all night.
I was
Last time
surprised
I
you were
did that
still.
was about 4 days ago, and it was 11:30 in the morning when I went to bed.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'm
I
sorry.
was surprised you were still on tonight. I'm glad you were on this late so I could get the opportunity to meet Butch.
Yeah, I've been corrupting him, Jim.
Grace, I actually wasn't frustrated and angry. I was just very serious because that's the way the channel was kind of leaning. I actually enjoyed a lot of it, but yeah, it got towards the end where I was more a little upset, not pissed off or nothing, but yes, I was a little upset just because I was 12 to 16 hours on my chair, a couple hours of the show, and then have to get up in the morning and do it again. And we was running 7 days a week for a year or better. Yeah, so it got. I mean, we built a hell of a channel. Don't get me wrong, but the channel wasn't worth all that to me. Now that I look back, then I thought it was because I knew I was helped build the damn thing. And he will not deny it. And you call him to this day, and he'll tell you I helped build it. But I just didn't. I was getting more. It was stressing me pretty bad. So you are right. So Grace, I hope you like it better now that I'm on my own. A lot of people do. I know Jim does.
Well, I met you when you were on 101's channel, and I guess it was early summer, maybe June of 2021.
Let's see, 22. When I first started on Prepping 101, started going on his panel was in early 20, and I'd seen you once. Yes, Craig the Hunter. Yes, Craig. See, Craig was one of the first people. Me and Craig, we bumped into each other about the same damn time on Jeff Riddle and the other show. And Craig's a great dude. We bumped heads at the time, but he's a great dude. And me and him worked it out. And it was just a misunderstanding.
Well, it was actually December of 2020 when 101 started doing the live streams with the panel.
I think you're off a year. 2020.
Because that was the year we voted.
Yeah, you're correct.
Well, there's only so many things we can cover, guys, before we start regurgitating the same issues over and over, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, even I struggle at times to find new content or topics.
Craig says, seems like ages. Then the next thing you know, Jeff Riddle pops in. Jeff, how you doing, bud?
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff Riddle, too, is where most all of us got our start. That was in my era. There we go. We got one coming in. And Jeff Riddle's a good
guy. Oh, no.
Hey, Double Dog.
Take your headphones off. You'll be safer.
I'm hiding. Well, okay. Well, let's see it.
Please.
What?
You know what?
Word of the day.
No.
Yeah, his shirt says, "Don't rush me."
I know I made you go blind, but please don't do that to me.
Yeah, you can go blind on your own. Don't make me blind too.
Don't rush me. I get paid by the hour.
Yeah, that's the first thing I seen was "Don't rush me" when he tried to pretend to undo his bands. I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah.
Oh my God! You about caused my 5th heart attack.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh hell.
Devil Dog, is this the first time you've talked to Butch on Shane's show?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
Okay.
No, I've had the misfortune before.
He's had me on my floor literally pissing my pants.
He couldn't wait for me to end even the back stream because he was checking around somebody. He was doing the BB dance, and I thought he looked like Pee-wee Herman there for a minute. I was like, we're going to see a porn show here in a minute.
Oh, my God.
The hell you eating, D-Dog?
Well, I canned some stew and I canned some potato soup, and I had a little bit left to bowl, so I dumped them together, and that's my late supper.
Hell yes. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That almost sounds like a good snack.
Kaiser reminds me of that movie Free Willy.
Don't show me your blowhole. That's all I have.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh.
Well, we're all so crazy. We're lucky anybody wants
late night, as of Monday night, anyway, is late.
Yeah.
On the Shane Show. Hope I'm not running everybody off, but sometimes we got to have a little bit of fun, and you get a group of great guys together. And it's nothing different than a bunch of great women together. There's a lot of fun that can be had.
Yeah, I'd rather be with the great women than.
Really?
Than the dog. Yeah.
I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you, D. I'm just yanking your chain, brother.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Get that cough.
Now, I'm not going to pull somebody else's to say in and say, hey, shake it once for me. Now, you can shake it straight all you want. Do not shake it for me.
My dog wants to be on the show now.
Yeah, we've seen your puppy back there behind you.
Oh, hell no. Every time.
It's okay, Holly.
Oh, buddy.
Well, I think Holly has to go out, everyone.
Do what now?
I think the dog has to go out now, so.
Jim, what's your dog's name?
Her name is Holly. She's a rescue dog. She's half Carolina dog and half German Shepherd. She's half wild dog.
Okay, Holly, get the squirrel. Get the squirrel, Holly. Get the squirrel.
She knows the word deer, believe me.
Holly, get the deer.
Get the deer, Holly. Get the deer.
Get the deer.
She doesn't need any encouragement.
Yes. Please get the deer. I like me some good backstrap.
Well, last night I was out here after midnight, and as soon as they saw me, they took off. The most I can do is just scare them out of here this time of the year.
Oh, yeah. Grace Johnson. Oh, we're worse. Women.
I'm going to take off, guys. Good seeing you again, D-Dog. It was nice meeting you tonight, Butch. I'm sure we'll become good friends.
Yes, sir. It's been a real pleasure.
Same here. And thanks again for having me on the show, Shane.
Anytime, Jim. Anytime, buddy.
Okay. God bless everyone. Take care. Have a good night.
All right. See you.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. He seems like a really good guy.
Oh, he's very knowledgeable. He does a lot of deep research from way back. A lot of it doesn't have a lot to do with what's going on now, but I want to tell you what, it does have to do with the repetitive shit that keeps going on.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a dumb man by no means. I mean, not at all.
Well, like I said, there's only so much you can put out there before you start repeating the cycle. I mean, it's...
Oh, absolutely. So, D-Dub, what brings you to the house this evening? Or to the lounge?
I finally got done doing stuff.
Cool. Finally got done so you could eat a bite and hang out. That's always good. And Jeff Riddle and Craig the Hunter, thank you for coming in tonight. It's always good to see you two. Like I said the other night when we had that show with Diamond Lil and Nikki B, boy, how did that felt like the good old days 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
That was a good show. I mean, had all the people we all originally started together. I mean, all of them were in the house, and it was awesome. I loved it.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
It's nice that you can do that and not have any resentment or hard feelings built up over time, you know.
Oh, no. And by the end of the night, even the one that was joined in that I ended up joining with, he was calling me by the end of the night. So, no, it was a great show.
It's great.
I had called from a couple guys today that used to be on the show too that is no longer on YouTube that really enjoyed the show. And we had good visits. So, no, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carol Z, I have a hard time getting up that early when she does hers. Yeah, life's too short to have BS. No, and like I said, I don't hold grudges much, like I'll be upset about something and give me a little bit and I'll forgive you. Like I said, what happened on other shows is their problem. Even if I was involved, I'm not going to hold a grudge as long as you come over here and you're good with me, good with everything that's going on. I'm not going to say a word and you're welcome to come in. But, you come over here and stir shit with the mods of the chat or the panel. You won't last. And so, other than that, if you want to come in and advertise your opinion, don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Had a gentleman in here this evening. We have butted heads once or twice. He was very respectful, and I said thank you, and he was respectful right back. So, hey, I ain't gonna hold no grudges. What happens, happens.
Excuse me. Yeah, holding a grudge doesn't accomplish anything, Shane.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, it does. One thing. Animosity and bad feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get the unforgiveness part. You know, why would you want to give somebody else that control over you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Watch out for Riddle, Craig.
You don't forgive somebody for their wrongdoings for them. You do it for your inner self.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
hey, will intent is not always will intent after it's said and done. You know, people do a lot of wrong things. They're thinking at the time it was the right reason.
yeah.
Come to find out, they even regret it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm one of them.
Yeah, we've all said things we regretted, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And you can ask for forgiveness, but showing you're sorry to somebody is a way better of doing it
But,
than apologizing, I believe, in your actions.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. Frank, Haynes make you feel good at all under.
I wouldn't know about that. I'm not going to expound on that, but I wouldn't know about that.
20 years ago, it'd have been Hands, not Haynes. You make me feel like dancing. Night away.
No, highly suggested.
Haynes.
Oh boy. No, I'm not touching it. I thought better of myself. I've already.
Gingerbread bud. Name drops, I remember. Well, thank you. I know the name. I'm just trying to picture it. Yeah, I'm trying to picture where I remember it from.
Yeah, I'm not, Craig. I've already said enough on Shane's channel to start a whole conspiracy channel against me.
Everybody's gonna go watch because they're like, "Hey, what's going on over here? We've got to see this."
Oh boy. Well, Shane, brother.
Yes, sir.
I think I need to call tonight, but I'm just exhausted from the day.
Are you going to try to do a show tomorrow, or are you just going to wait till Wednesday and wrap it all in one? How are you going to do that?
No, I'll probably maybe do it Thursday on your night off, so I don't conflict with your.
No. I know you're going on. And here's what I was thinking about doing myself, just so I have 2 nights off in a row. Was taking because I'm already off Thursday. I'm thinking about dropping Wednesdays, doing Monday, Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday. That way I got 3 nights off a week, but 2 of them in a row instead of 1 and 1.
Yeah.
That's what I'm contemplating whether I want to do. Now, if you want Wednesday, I'll give it to you. I'll drop it because that gives me an excuse. And not saying I wouldn't come over to yours because I'm going to want to do something. I'm going to get bored. That's just all let's do.
I don't want you to change on my account, brother. You're established.
Oh, no, I talked about this 2 months ago. Al Bundy. It is Mr. B's brain. Red can drop it. There it is. Red just dropped his link. It's we love you.
Thank you, Red.
she's she's the one that turned me on to Mr. B's brain. That's cool as shit.
I'm gonna hit her up one of these nights after the show and figure out a way she can mail me some of them subs with that homemade bread.
Red makes a badass sandwich.
Oh man, I seen that night, and my mouth I had slobber all the way down to my ankles.
Well, that's what D-Dog says. Yeah, I don't know if I got a chubby from you or the damn sandwich. And then when the last time me and D-Dog was on backstage, she goes, "Cool story, babe. I'm not gonna make me a sandwich."
Well, I don't believe in my lifetime I've ever had a food orgasm, but I think she could give me one.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah. I wouldn't have to sleep in the same room with her. Hell, feed me. I'm good. Yeah, trust me. You fill my belly. What more do I need? Son of a gun, we're telling her age.
Oh my God.
Now I got a question for you tonight because this is at least three nights and fairly consistent. What in the hell does your wife think about you hanging out with us goofy guys?
But she doesn't give a rat's ass what I do, as long as I leave her be and don't involve her.
So you must be on the other side, plumb on the other side of the house, so she can't even hear you.
Oh yeah, the bedrooms are way down at the other end of the house. She doesn't even know I exist right now.
There's a God in the heavens.
Buddy, you are not wrong. I ain't gonna complain. As far as I'm concerned, nobody can tell me otherwise. I have the best woman in the world. So, I was lucky to find her.
Well, she puts up with you and you put up with her putting up with you. I'm going to tell you what, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You try to do what you say you're going to do with her. You take her out to eat when you say. And
And she's
you better have a damn good excuse if you don't.
She's put up with my ignorance for 21 years, so there must be something there. Yeah.
Does she still love your humor?
It annoys her at times.
I know that's probably right.
Yeah. And she's not ashamed to tell me.
Yeah, it's like, quit laughing at me again.
Oh my God. I'm constantly doing practical jokes on her, Shane, and I don't know how she stays. I don't. Like I told you the other night, I did that nuclear prank video on her, and I did another one. She walked in the house through the garage one day, and I was standing in the kitchen holding a mop. I said, "Honey, can you help me?" I said, "We got standing water all over the kitchen floor around the dishwasher." She come up the stairs through the den up into the kitchen. I had bottles of water standing up all over the floor. I said, "I told you we had a standing water problem."
Blocked the whole doorway with cases of water.
I about got beat for that one, brother.
I gotta dress up. Tina Boyd. Here, I'll put it up to everybody. No, I enjoy it, and no, after Jay gets off work tomorrow, then give me a buzz. If I don't answer, I will call him back ASAP. Because I enjoy y'all. Y'all are great people, and I enjoy it. It is awesome. I'm glad you all come back around and happen to trip across me again. So thank y'all. All right, and now that it's 10:41, I want to go 3 more minutes. I want to shut down this live. Son of a gun, I've already, almost 2 hours or an hour past what I was going to do, but hey, it's all good. It's all good because I have had a blast tonight.
Yes, always.
Jay has
always.
an incredible voice, yeah. Yeah, we tried to get him to sing a song. I gave him one, and I don't know if he ever checked into it or what. So, but no, Jay does sing, or his voice would be perfect for it.
Frank, congratulations, my friend. 49 that's a miracle nowadays.
Oh, that ain't no doubt. 21 years dropping the bucket.
Baby Shark.
No.
Oh my God, you
No.
brought that up, and I'm going to tell you something. The 3-year-old run around the house singing that damn song all friggin' day. I damn near throwed myself out of my house to get away from the song. I about grabbed myself by the nape of the neck and throwed myself out.
Shane, if you ever play that god awful song on here, I will never come back.
I'm going to tell you what, people try to do that.
No, G Dog, no.
He already knows. If he plays it on here, I will kick him out of the back room. I will not listen to that horse crap.
It took me the decade to get over Barney from my youngest daughter. I'm not going through this again.
Well, in between Barney and freaking pedo, what was his name? Peter Big Adventure.
Yeah.
No, but I had she was either singing, and she's half Spanish and half. She's pretty much all Spanish, but she speaks half Spanish and half white. So she's running around in circles, saying "doot doot 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 baby," whatever the hell it is. I'm thinking, Mama, could you take her upstairs, please?
Then we had to go through that phase with the grandchildren when they're into the Bob the Builder crap. It's just continuous, one right after another.
Oh, and then so I'd bring up another one, and that's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And instead of E-I-E-I-O, it's E-E-E-E-O. And so she sings that for 2 freaking hours today. I'm thinking, what the hell? I've got.
Let me sing you the.
Monkeys jumping on the bed. One falls off Mom's head. Went to the doctor, and what did he say? No more jumping on the bed, or whatever the hell it is.
Let me sing you the song about Barney I used to sing when my daughter got older. I hate you, you hate me. Let's tie Barney to a tree, get a great big gun and shoot him in the head. Baby bebop, Barney's dead.
I like that one much better. I would probably sing along with that one.
Okay, what about this one? Okay, I love you, you love me. Barney gave me HIV.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
Melinda Ritchie, I am right on board with you. No, none of that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And they're running in circles. All you hear is this pitter patter in circles. I mean, all right beside you. You're trying to figure out a name for the show, and you're fixing to say "circle jerk" or something because it's just circles and circles. I love you, and that's well, not I love you, but the baby. Sorry. Baby. And it's I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Anyway, it's 10:45, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to shut down this live. We will see you all tomorrow night at 7:00 Central. Awesome to have everybody in here. You all are troopers for putting up with all of us this evening.
Yeah.
And I am so happy. And please come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll have something interesting to talk about. And maybe not. Hell, we'll just see. If it sucks, we'll just go from there. If it's great, we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you all. Love you all. D-Dog has something to say. I knew he was going to.
Yep, if you don't know your rights, you don't know what to protect.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
Thank you all for being so welcoming in the community, and be blessed.
There you go. Craig and everybody, good night. We'll see you all tomorrow, 7:00 Central.